Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Night here at Heavy Cardboard. I'm your host, Edward.
I'm Ken.
Alyssa.
All right, tonight we got an oldie but a goodie, Craftsman, designed by Krzysztof Matusik, a friend of mine, and published by G3. This is from 2013, and at the time, this was a heavy game. Again, this is 11 years ago, which...
Yeah.
Board game wise, that was a long time ago, right? This is the first game that introduced doing things in a non-intuitive order, having to get stuff to make sure you have it for next round, or at least that I had played. And the weight rating on BGG is a bit of a misnomer. It's like 4.07. It's not that heavy.
No.
It felt like it when it came out, but it hasn't, obviously, as games get shuffled away, like nobody's talking about it, so nobody's affecting those ratings and such right now. I'd say the worst thing about this game is it's not colorblind friendly, so apologies for that. But outside of that, flows pretty well, I think. So I introduced them to it a couple weeks ago, and it seemed to hit pretty well, and so we wanted to bring it to y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna bring the cameras down because the it's not huge, but it's enough here to where, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So what are we looking at? So here on the main board, Craftsman, victory point track around two of the sides goes up to 50, 50 all the way up to 200. We'll see how that works. We have the turn order track right here. We have the round track, so there are 3 years or 3 rounds. Within each round, there are 4 turns. The first 3 turns are going to be identical, and then there's a truncated 4th turn within each round. It's a worker placement game as well as a resource conversion game, to where we're going to be placing our available workers out here into these guilds. There are 6 guilds broken down over here. Obviously, we'll cover all of that. We have a market that is, or a warehouse that is associated with the 5th guild here, and then a market that is associated partially, not really, actually, with the 6th guild as well. Then we have the shipping area, so to be able to score victory points. We have the money cards. Now, the money cards in this game are broken down. You can tell this is an old game for me because I sleeved it. And honestly, unless we don't put it right here, we should be okay on the sleeves. But the money cards come in 4 different flavors. They are red, blue, green, and purple. And each of the money cards has a pip value of 1 to 3. So there's 1s, 2s, and 3s. Obviously more 1s than 2s, more 2s than 3s. All right? So with that said, we'll go ahead and that'll work. There we go. There are 2 available money cards at all times. When one's taken, one is immediately replenished. And then there are 3 different levels of buildings out here. There are the basic buildings, the
half finished?
Yeah, they're like the half finished buildings. So these are going to produce goods. These produce basic goods. These take the basic goods and turn them into half-finished goods, or the kind of extended buildings. And then the finished buildings, or the advanced buildings, take the half-finished goods and turn them into finished products. Those finished products then will go out here into the shipping area to be able to score us points. So we're going to have a production line effectively out here in our tableaus to be able to produce goods. We start with a hand of 5 money cards randomly drawn. We also start with 2 basic buildings drawn at random, and then 1 mid-range or extended building drawn at random as well. And then the other decks are down here below each of those. We also start with 1 sawmill, which produces wood. Okay? All right, so that's what everything's looking at. Then we have some privilege tokens. We have some work point tokens. Then we have bonus tokens here, which are worth points. We have our workers. Everybody has 12 markers, which where these markers are dictates what they are. And that's pretty much it. And then we have printed out some player aids as well. All right, so that's everything you're looking at, but what is it you're doing? So on a given turn, in player order, we're going to be placing our workers out here, kind of dominant species-esque. So we're going to go out into these 3 spaces out there, choosing, going round and round in that order until one of 2 things happens. We all run out of workers, or everybody passes and chooses to refrain from placing all their workers. That's rare. You're going to almost always want to put out your workers. Once we've put out all of our workers, then we're going to resolve these guilds left to right, doing the various things. Ultimately, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get money cards to be able to buy buildings, to then be able to build the buildings out here, to then be able to produce the goods, to then ship them for victory points predominantly. Rinse and repeat, do that 4 times, or 3 times, check that. Well, 4 different turns over the course of 3 rounds, and whoever has the most points wins. So how do you actually play the game? Well, I actually just kind of covered a fair chunk of it. So each round is broken down into 3 phases. There is a helper phase, then a guild phase, and then kind of an end of round phase as well. The helper phase, again, in turn order, you're going to place out here into the various worker locations. So let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit on these. You're going to notice that there are 2 different colors of guild locations. There are guild circles, and then there are silver circles. The difference between the gold and the silver is this gold one has a privilege. It conveys something that shows the privilege of it down below. The silver, the difference between a regular silver and a silver with a banner is a silver with nothing on it means nothing, just a regular spot. A silver with a banner on it, however, says that you are not going to have to pay if you end up as on top of somebody else's worker. Because during the helper, or the worker, the helper phase, when we're placing workers, you must place left or right. So the first one to place here in this guild must place there. The second one must place there. Third one must place there. Fourth one must place on top of that one. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? So that has to happen in that order. However, whoever places on top of that worker owes that player, whose ever worker they placed on top, unless it's their own, they owe that player either, as you can see right over here, 1 money card of their choice or a point, meaning literally they pay 1 point to that player. So you lose a point, they gain a point. Your choice. In subsequent rounds, it is 1 money card or 2 points, or 1 money card and 3 points, respectively. So we will go round and round placing out here, then we will activate the various guilds left or right in the actual guild phase. All right, so the guilds phase. Let's go ahead and talk about the various guilds. So on a given turn, so it's green. Let's say green went ahead and placed a worker out there, like so. And then blue went somewhere else, and then I go ahead and go in there. Then blue says, hey, I want to get in there. Sure, now it's blue's turn, sure. And now, let's say I go ahead and end up placing a second one here like that. So that might be what it looks like at the end of the helper phase here in that first guild. But you'll notice, green banner, I don't have to pay Alyssa a money card or a point because both of us actually placed on green banner spots.
No, you do. There's no green banner
If you
there.
placed here.
Oh, I misspoke.
Right.
I apologize.
Yep.
Only on those.
Yep.
So if it had been like that. However, in a 3-player game, there are only allowed to be 4 spots used. Okay? Each player has a maximum of 2 helpers, or workers, as it were, in a given guild, and a maximum of 4 spots. So that is the max that it can be.
And do I remember right when you're placing, if there's an empty spot, you have to place in the empty spot.
You
so
must.
I couldn't choose to go here.
You,
I have
in fact,
to go
must
here.
go there.
But now you may choose any of the three.
No, you must go left to right.
Oh, so what are these for then?
Yeah.
I think y'all have misspoken. It is, you don't have to pay to go. All right, now I'm going to look it up just to make sure.
I feel like you can.
I feel like as long as it's not an empty spot, you can go
It
anywhere you want.
always goes 1, 2, 3.
If there's an empty
and
spot.
it goes 1.
Look it up.
Okay.
We think this. Yeah.
I will fight to the death on this.
I mean, you're the one. You're the one
You're-
that prepared
one-
to teach it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, well, but that's how we played it, right? We played
is how we played it, yeah.
it 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. We played it so that you can go anywhere. Oh, how about that?
What does it say?
Although that's not the design.
It is not the designer, but it is correct. So on BGG, it does. By the way, hold on. The designer did give it a thumb, so I feel pretty confident
Okay.
that
Okay,
I
fair
am
enough.
correct.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
It's different than we played it before.
So then in the 3-player game, if you're placing on top, it's always going to be in the spot where you have to pay.
A moment. A moment. A moment.
Which maybe makes sense.
Yeah. Right, so those banners are only a 4th-player game.
Yeah, for effectively that is
It's a 4 or
that is
5
the
player.
case.
How many can be placed in a 4-player game?
4. In a 4-player game, 5.
In a 5-player game, 6.
So why is there a banner on
In a
it?
5-player game.
5-player game.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay, so are we good with this?
It does
then?
make sense. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So, as I was saying,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Sorry to have doubted you.
No, I'm glad we hashed that out though, because it is different than we played last time.
It is. All right. So, as I said, you must place left or right if there is an available spot.
Yep.
The next one must go there. In a 4-player game,
Yep.
the next one would have to go here, and in a 5-player game, the next one would have to go there.
Got it.
Okay. All right. If you place there where the green banner is, that means you do not owe the person down below. Okay? Good?
Right, so that is not an issue in our game.
Right. So the green banners sort of are immaterial. In
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. You're
Yeah.
going to pay. Whoever goes on top
Yeah.
here is going to pay unless it's to yourself.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now that we've established that,
Mm-hmm.
let's go ahead and talk about what the different guilds do. The first
Yep.
one is the Banker Guild. The Banker Guild, this is how you get more money in the game. Okay? So, it says when you go to the Banker Guild, you get to draw 4 cards. When you draw 4 cards, you draw one of these. You must draw at least one of the face up. You can draw 2, both of them. It immediately replenishes after you then take the balance from the stack. And if the stack ever runs out, shuffle the discards, make a new stack. So you're going to draw 1 or 2 here, and then 2 or 3 from there. You add them into your hand with your existing money cards, okay? Then after you have done that, then you must discard 2 of them, including any mix and match, including cards that you had in hand, okay? The privilege for the gold spot is you only got to discard 1 instead of 2. Okay, cool. You are limited to 10, and then at the end of the year, you have to be down to 8. So, but shouldn't be too much of a problem there. All right, I said shouldn't.
You didn't find money cards a burden.
Right.
Right.
Having-
Yeah. You're
What
not
am I
hoarding
gonna,
them. Right.
What am I going to do with
with
all
all this?
these?
Yeah, right.
That's true.
So the second one, actually, we're going to go ahead and talk about the third one first. Okay. The third one is, it has a weird name. It is the notary, but this is how you acquire more buildings into your hand to then be able to build. So when you go here, you may choose to purchase any of the available buildings. There are 2 basics, 2 mid-range, and 2 advanced buildings, so extended and your choice. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can pay face value, meaning 3 for the basic, 5 for the mid-range, and 10 here. Now, let's go ahead and talk about paying money cards. Now, each of these money cards, as I mentioned earlier, they have a pip value. So as you can see, they range from 1 to 3. You'll take my word for it that they are 1 to 3. However, if you choose to pay for 2 of the same color, regardless of pip value, this counts as 5. If you choose to pay 3 of a color, that's now 10. And finally, 4 of the same color, regardless of pip value, that is 15. So 5, 10, 15. If you overpay, you do not get change, but it's going to save you some money in the long run. And yes, if you have 2 3s of the same color, that also is 6. So
Yeah.
there you go. Okay? Now, that's for paying if you choose to do so for regular cost. That is right here. If, however, you'll notice that there's a little auction symbol, you can choose to auction them. Auctions work exactly how you would think they would work. Hey, I want to put this up for auction, and instead of it being $3, then I'm going to go ahead and put it up for 1. So I bid 1, and then it's clockwise around the table, not in player order, but clockwise around the table. Ken could either up the bid or pass. Once you pass, you're out. Then it goes to a list, and then it comes back to me until one person's out, okay? Now, why, you might ask yourself, would you want to auction? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First off is, if you just straight up pay, the color of the building is going to dictate the money cards that you can pay in, the color of them. So for instance, if I want to buy this, but I don't have any green cards, money cards, I can't buy this even if I overpay the $3 because this requires green. Now, some of these cards have multiple colors. I could pay in red or I could pay in green.
Or
I could pay a mix of
both,
red and
yeah.
green if I want, however that might be. So there's that. But you always have to pay in the color that the building is if you pay straight up. The auction removes that. Awesome. So hey, I put this up for 1. Ken says, you know what? I don't want it. I pass. Alyssa says, hey, I don't want it. I pass. In that case, I do not necessarily get this for 1 because what's going to happen is we're going to draw from the top of the deck. The town or the mayor is going to bid. So it's going to be some number on the top, and whatever, the color doesn't matter. All that matters is pip value. If it's a basic building, we're going to draw 1. If it's a mid-range, it's going to draw 2. And if it's an advanced building, we're going to draw 3. And yes, colors matter in that case, because if that had been a mid-range and we had done that, that is not 2, that's 5. Okay? But as it is, I bid 1, the game also bid 1, the game did not outbid me, ergo I get it for 1. If this had been a 2 or a 3, I could then outbid the game, and it doesn't rebid, it just basically, you run a risk to have to pay more, is how that works, okay? When you either win the auction or you straight up buy it, you then take it from out here and add it into your hand, and you're going to be able to build that later on. And by later on, you're acquiring cards here, you then can build them here. So it's the next turn that you're acquiring these for.
Yep.
Okay? All right, there is one more little thing. We haven't talked about the privilege. The privilege says, hey, instead of only having an option of the 2 that are face up, you then, if, let's say, I want maybe to go look for a specific one, I choose, hey, I'm going to choose the mid-range. I then take the top 3 of the deck, look at these, grab these, put them, into my hand, not to be mixed with my own hand of cards. Okay, cool. Then I mix and match. 3 of them I'm going to put between top and bottom of the deck, however, whatever order I want to. And then 2 of them will be out here. And then I can, make sure I don't, on top. And then I can purchase or auction whatever it is. Now, nowhere in the rules does it say whatever you do this with the privilege, doesn't have to be the one you actually purchase or auction.
Right.
Okay? So I could choose the mid-range. Maybe I didn't get what I want, so now I'm going to go for a basic one or advanced one or whatever. Okay? So that is acquiring new building cards into your hand. All right. Now, let's circle back. You have cards in your hand from purchasing them from out here. Now, let's say you want to go ahead and build them. Again, we will have placed out here. When you build, when you take this action, you must have a worker out here to take the action, obviously. You may build up to 2 different buildings from your hand. To do so, you have to pay 2 3, or 6 coins of any color that you want to be able to play the building down into your tableau. So normally you would have to match these colors. So let's say, or at least one of the colors. Let's say I had acquired this card, it's in my hand, I want to build this. I could place it either to the left of my existing row of cards, or I could play it to the right. Either is legit as long as one half of it matches. So in this case, the green matches, I'm good to go. And then, let's say I have this one, I could play this one because it matches both, well, it happens to match the blue and the green there, or I could play it here because it also matches the green down on the bottom. So that's legit. And then, and let's say I played those two, that is a mid-range, that is a mid-range. Well, the cost to do that would be a total of $6. I pay $6 of any mix and match colors and money cards that I want. Either 2 3s, I could pay 2 red 1s and a green 1, and that would be 6, something like that. Okay. The privilege for this says that one of the 2 buildings that you build does not have to follow that rule. So that is kind of a bad example. Let's say I had this card in my hand instead of that one, and I say, hey, I want to build this. Well, I can't. I can't build it because the blue doesn't match because it's not at the top, it's at the bottom, and it doesn't match there. So the privilege says I can break that rule for one of my 2 buildings, and then I pay for the total cost as such. Okay? All that is done. So that is building. And then, oh, one other thing I failed to mention. When you do these actions, whoever has placed first on the privilege spot goes first. Whoever placed on top of the privilege goes second. Third, in a 4-player game, fourth, fifth, sixth, as it were. So bottom first, then top, and then left or right. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So that covers those 3 actions. The fourth action, I'm sorry, the 4th guild, I should say, is called the Craftsman Guild. Hey, that's actually the meat of the game. So when you go here, just like normal rules, we will activate left to right, top to bottom, or bottom to top. In the first year, you are going to get 3 work points. Okay? In the second year, you will get 4. In the third year, you will get 5. This is just a reminder of it. Okay? So in the first year, you get 3 work points. Okay. What the heck does all this mean? All right, let me go ahead and run y'all through this. So let's say I have some stuff that's already built out here. Let's say I did that and here. Okay. Here is my tableau as it is right now. Okay. I took an action and I have a worker out there in the Craftsman Guild. Anytime you have a basic building, everybody starts with 1 sawmill at the beginning of the game. Anything that is empty like this, automatically and immediately, 24/7, 365, gets a resource on it. That is a free input that will always be there. If it ever goes away, you just immediately grab another and add it on there. I get 3 work points. The 3 work points say I can take any 1 cube, or maybe multiple cubes, as it were, if I had, say, like this. So let's say that was there. It breaks the rule. Indulge me. 1 work point says I move all the cubes from the top down to 1 on the bottom. So let's say I had those already there, and I say, hey, I have 3 work points. 1 work point is there. I now have made, I think that's flax. This must go somewhere immediately. Where can it go? Well, it can go here. It's an input and an output. So 1 work point, and that's free to move it over to there because it's an input. 1 work point, that's an input. And now I have 1 more, I can, now that all of these are full, so this one could drop down, that one could drop down, or these 2 could drop down to make a candle. So let's say I do that for a 3rd work point. The extra cube just goes back into our supply, and now I've made a candle. So a couple of things are going to happen at this point. first off, I immediately score whatever victory points or appreciation points, they're victory points, as shown down here. So, hey, peg 3 points for yellow. Okay, and now I have a candle. Now, the problem is, you'll notice, none of these have a candle on them because a candle is a final thing. Now, even if, instead of doing that, I had done a rope. Now, I have a rope already, but I had already acquired one some other way, maybe on a previous turn, whatever. I got to find a home. Nothing can live on the bottom of your cards, of your process here. It has to go somewhere. So once you produce a good, regardless of what it is, it must go to the top of something or out here onto the board. So let's go ahead and let's see, we'll put it there. Now, if I produced rope, I can go ahead and deliver it to the warehouse up here. If I did so, I take the rope. So to be clear, the rope comes from here. It comes from the top, pushes that down. Anything it spits out. If it's a natural colored wood, it just goes into the supply, whatever, just goes out there. And then I now have a resource of that out there. And you'll notice that it has a point value on there. I immediately score 1 point for doing that. Okay? Good. If that was another color, that player color that I kicked out, they get the cube back. So, won't. But there you go. I have a wood out here now for people to be able to buy. It's going to have a benefit for me later on. Okay? Or, in lieu of that, instead of, let's say, the rope, I had made the candle. So, let's say that was there. Boom, that comes down. I now have a candle. Now, when I make the candle, I have two options. Actually, I have one option. I cannot go here because candles are finished products. So, instead of that, I go out onto one of the ships. Where are the candles? Well, there's a candle there and a candle there. You always place right to left on these, so I would either place it there or I would place it there. I do not get anything for that yet, but I will get it at the end of the round. I'm guaranteed 4 points for it. And then this is a majority scoring, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. So I've now used all 3 of my work points. These are empty, so those should have refilled. These have inputs ready for them on a subsequent action. If, however, I went ahead and had 2 helpers or workers out here, I activate them, whenever I'm supposed to. If I get another, I now have another 3 work points. Well, now I can go ahead and do however I want. So maybe I go 1, score a point for that, and then I say 2, score a point for that, and then deliver you get the idea, okay? And so on and so forth. All that makes sense, I hope.
Yep.
All right, so now that I've done that, the privilege is 1 basic input spits out 2 basic output. 1 time for every, that is the privilege. So in my case, here is the basics, in my case are those. I spit 1 in, it spits 2 out. That's the privilege for doing it, okay?
Yep.
Now, one thing I did not mention is whenever you choose to take the privilege, you are never forced to take the privilege. If you take the privilege on these things, then your helper will temporarily stay up there. So let's say it was that, something like that. So we go down, hey, I don't need both of those. Okay, I'm not going to use it. Then when you take your action, you take your helper back to you, okay? So that is the first 4 actions, or first 4 guilds. So now we'll talk about the last 2 guilds. All right. The penultimate guild, or the 5th guild, if you will, is the Traders Guild. When you go here, you may spend a money card to then be able to purchase, via the money card, any one good. Anything that has a cube. You always take from the bottom, and then it becomes whatever it is. So, hey, maybe I want to buy that rope. So that rope, I go ahead and discard a money card into the discard supply, and hey, That's got to immediately become something. I should point out the natural ones actually just go out there. That actually just became a rope for me, and then that will slide down like so. Okay? So that is the Trader Guild there. The privilege says, instead of paying a money card, the money card goes to the bank unless you take someone's cube from here. If you take someone's cube from there, they take the cube back to their own supply. You pay them the money card. The money card could be a 1, 2, or 3 of any color you choose. And then the privilege says if you have a cube out here in the marketplace, you just discard the cube instead of paying a money card. Okay? If you took somebody's cube from here, they don't get a money card because you did this instead. In lieu of that, they just get to add a cube over here into the marketplace for free. And it's just, you're allowed a maximum of 3 of them over here, and they just hang out.
And you put them over there by using work point. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you take them out of there to get another one for work point. Putting them there is
an output.
Is an
That
output.
is, right.
That's an output land. It's taking out the trade.
That is
For any
she is
basic
right.
good.
Correct.
Right.
Any of those. Just notice,
No wood.
not wood.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that is the Tradesman Guild, and the last guild, Craftsman Guild. Sorry, I said tradesman. The last guild, I am trying to remember what the name of it is the Town Hall. These should be silver. It is a misprint on the board. So not all of these get you a privilege. Although they could get you a privilege, but not the way you think of them. So when you go here, just know that they are all silver. Okay? And I should point out that there is no banner, so you
Still would have to
right,
pay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You have 3 options when you go here. The first option is you can take a privilege. So this is hey, anytime I want any of my workers that is not in the privileged spot, I can now give them the privilege as if they had the privileged spot. However, if you do that for any worker that is not in the privileged spot and you use this, that means the action means it's going to stay there temporarily because you used the privilege even though it wasn't in the privileged spot. So you get one of these, and you are allowed to have as many as you want. In a 3-player game, there is a total of 6. So know that, okay? That is option 1. Option 2 is you can choose a work point. What's a work point? A work point is just like these. It's an anytime work point. You can use it whenever you would like to be able to do work, meaning move a cube from the top to the bottom. Pretty simple on that. The third option that you can choose is change turn order. You always go to the leftmost available spot and you just drop your worker down there. Then at the end of the round, end of the turn, we will adjust turn order. And that is the only way that turn order changes. You don't like going last? Fix it. So those are the 3 options that you can take there. Then after that has happened, the final phase is we're going to look at the board collectively. So let's look at all of the board. These will have come back home. There. These are the helpers that use privileges, whether that being from here or from using these. And when you use privileges, they go back. If there aren't I'll get to that. We then look, who has the fewest helpers that use privilege up here? Well, yellow has 2, blue has 1, green has 1. Okay, well, whoever's the lowest, and if tied, all those people, and if it were that, all 3 of us in that case, we would all get a privilege. However, let's say we had privileges, and we have these around us, that we haven't used. We've stored these up. Well, both blue and green qualify for 1, but who gets it? Whoever's later in turn order. So in this case, blue gets it first. There. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alyssa, you don't get one. Won't. Okay, so that's how that works. Then after that, then you take the rest of your helpers, and they come back home. All right, so that is the final phase for that, okay? And then if there are any changes in turn order, adjust, keeping respective order or relative order as that. That is here, here, and here. When we get to winter, you'll notice that it says only 2 and 4. What does that mean? That means you get to build 2 buildings as if you had a helper here, but not in the privilege spot. You can, if you have a privilege, use it as if you had the privilege, but otherwise everybody gets to do this in turn order. Then everybody acts like they have one helper here, as if they had a worker here, not in a privilege. You can spend a privilege to be able to do so, and you will get 3, 4, or 5 respectively, depending on what year it is. After that, that is the end of year. So what happens at that point is all the ships will leave from the harbor. So if it is, let's say I have made, let's say 1 candle, and Ken has made a book, and Alyssa has made a weapon. And maybe she made 2 weapons because she's a boss like that. Let's say it ended up like this, okay? So what happens in that case is yellow will score 4 points, blue will score 6, green will score 7, technically 14, but we'll do this one ship at a time. So we score those respective points, but then area majority kind of, or area control. Who has the most? 5 and 3. Well, in this case, tiebreaker is highest and to the left. So in this case, Alyssa would take first, so she would actually get 12. Blue, Ken would actually get 9. Womp womp, I would get 4. Alyssa here would get 13 for that ship. And then these will go away and come back home as well. Okay? So that is how the shipping leaving. And then the mayor evaluates city growth. So this becomes a bit of a set collection thing out here. It is every player scores for each that has 2 backgrounds, meaning this one will not count for this because it only has 1 background color, but for all the others. Do I have a complete set of 4 colors? For every complete set, I score 3 points. So I have a purple, a red, a green, and a blue. I score 3 points. I don't have a second complete set. Obviously, you can't use the same ones, yada, yada, yada. Everybody does that. And then you're going to score a point for any cube you have here in the warehouse, and then all of the natural cubes will go back out and fill those.
Never, can I ask?
Yes.
I think what you said when you were teaching is that you score that point immediately.
You don't.
only
You score it at the end.
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, that's all
right.
good.
And the final thing, which is really rare that happens, we have found out, is players invest in developing the city. What that means is you can straight up just buy points, a la Clinic. However, to do this, you have to discard 4 cards, each in a different color. But having 4 cards left over after doing all this, good luck with that. But you get straight up pip value.
Yeah.
Okay? Whatever.
Well, it's also, you tend to be trying to collect sets of different colors.
Right.
So you're usually not like, let me see if I can get 4 different kinds. That's
right.
usually not in your,
that really
not in
isn't.
your plan. Yeah.
So we're going to do this 4 times, or 3 times. Whoever has the most points wins. There you go. That's Craftsman. Any questions? No? Good. Let's go. Now I have to figure out how the hell to fix this. So let's see. This I know was all the way there. The paper one wasn't used. These were there, and this one can get buried.
Shuffled it.
So there we go. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Because these are, some have certain starter buildings on them on the top. So there we go. And then there. All right. I think that was rather succinct overall.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, so we're good here, we're good there. Randomized turn order, if y'all want.
No, it's
Oh, that's right, it is.
least money, right?
Yeah, and,
Okay,
and you
so-
don't count set collection when you're counting this, right?
Right, so first off, we can exchange. So, if you want, everybody randomly ended up with a lumber mill. So I got the blue and green, blue and red, red and purple. If you don't like the cards that you got, now the money cards you're just stuck with, so okay. But your starter cards, you can exchange any one of the basics, if you wish, with top deck. Not these, but top deck. Or you can exchange a lumber mill with one of the ones that is technically back in the box. So you can exchange for those that are not in play. And I believe this happens in turn order.
You're right. So we have to determine turn order first, I think.
I guess we do.
So first player goes first when they're doing this? Is that how it works?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Let's see.
I can imagine it going either way, but it doesn't. Because you get compensation points if you're...
Right.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out where that is actually written in here. Give me a second.
The turn order or the...
Yeah.
Or like who's...
To begin the game, each player can replace, right? Okay, done. Bonus there, take an adequate number of privilege tokens. So it's 6 and there. Determining the order of play. Okay, this technically happens after. So I would argue, if anybody wants to fight for any of these, knock yourself out.
Okay. I would mildly prefer purple and green to purple and red, if anybody else doesn't want that.
Now, that means you cannot exchange any of these cards. It is the lumber mill only.
I'm fine with red-green if you want purple-green.
I've only been playing this game for a little while.
Yeah.
But I don't... Top decking has no appeal for me in this game.
Fair enough.
This game
So you
is a
want
little
yellow-green?
too planning forward to require...
Red-green.
Oh, see, I need red, or wait, you need red-green?
Yes.
Okay, we're good. And I want red-purple.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
You're
that
welcome.
worked out.
Happy
All
to
right,
throw in
cool.
red-purple
All
for
right, so
you,
now
yeah.
these technically go back into the box. There. Okay, so there we go. Can you use the same building for the other colors for another set? No. Oh, for the other color. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can, yeah. Okay, so I am happy with that. So we're good now. Here we go. It is actually determined order. No color sets. It is strictly pit value, right? And the lowest starts? Is that what it was?
I think lowest.
Lowest value places one of their discs on the first spot. Yeah. And this is just on the honor system.
Yeah.
I have 6.
8.
11.
Oh my. So I am first. Ken is clearly third.
And
All
it's
right.
like that.
Yeah, and whoever's third starts with 2 points, so on and so forth. It would be
Yeah.
more if there were more. Okay. All right. Place your bets over under Glory to Rome's 4.5.
At least a couple, I think.
Yeah, 4.5 feels pretty good. Okay. All right. So a moment. Let me fix something on my end here. Don't like seeing that. Okay, there we go. Good. That's better. All right. Cool. All right. Right. So we're placing workers. So let me see. All right. And building. So having that and that. Okay, that gets me that. And so, by the way, here is the building chain, if you will.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't talk about these. These, when you have the entire production order in your tableau, you qualify to take that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have produced it. You just have to have the ability to produce every single bit of it.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
From basic to...
All the way up.
Yeah.
And likewise, because you can, there are other ways to produce goods than having a production line. You can have produced the thing.
Right. Just because you produced weapons...
Doesn't mean you get that. You have to
Right,
wait until you have
want
the
it.
full production line.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I need that. Hold on. I have that. Okay, that didn't work perfectly. Here's that. I'm trying to figure out what directions I want to go here. Okay, actually, I really like that. That's good. Okay, so seeing this, I think to start with, building is always good, but I need to be able to. So building them themselves will cost that. Okay. So I think I'm not going to go money first. So instead, not having it, I think, but I don't need to go first there. So if I don't need to go first there, where I want to go is, I think actually I will go there and take more money. Yeah. Okay. So going in this order, so anti-clockwise.
Mm-hmm.
And we each have 20 cubes, by the way, for those. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Do you have to outbid the mayor? No. the mayor has to outbid you.
But then you have to outbid the mayor.
Right. So if I bid 1 and the mayor flipped a 3, I would have to bid 4.
Yes.
Yeah, you always have to outbid. Yeah. How many of y'all out there have played this? Don't lie. Okay, now that you have done that, I want to go there. By the way, I realized that it said black. That is entirely my fault, not Rob's. I forgot yellow was a part of this game, so my bad. And then I figure y'all would be able to figure it out. Okay, wow, interesting. So I have 3 workers left. Thing is, I don't need that. What I want is out here. Do I want to purchase a second building? That was the question. So if I have that and that, I have that. Don't care about that. I want that. Actually, now that I see that, I think, but I need to build. Okay, so if I go, oh, but I need to work. Oh, God.
You'll be all right. The decisions become juicy pretty early in this game.
Yeah, they do. I'll work. I mean, if y'all want to pay me something, I'm all for it.
Noted.
Oh, come on. And by the way, hold on. Do we? Oh yeah, y'all have points to pay. I don't.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
But if you would like to pay us a money card, I think we'd be receptive to that.
I reckon you would be.
Instead of points?
Yeah, I
I'm good with
mean,
money card.
you know, money
So
card could be
I
good.
think I'm gonna give you all a chance to pay me a money card.
Okay.
Okay, Alyssa.
No, I'll just work.
Oh shoot! I forgot to bring. Yeah. Sorry. There we go.
There we
All
are.
right, yeah.
Hi, how
Okay,
you doing?
hold on. Where'd y'all go?
We
real
didn't
quick?
cease to exist.
You went. Okay, so wow, really? Huh.
Only so many spots you can be thinking about, really.
I mean,
I'm guessing Guild 5 or 6. Because he's not going to want to give a money card.
But
I guess he could go there.
yeah, that's a
more
really
work.
good. And I mean, this is a great spot for him to be able to take 5th too, because he's sort of waiting. Other people could pay a point, and if it doesn't come around. you
Yeah,
just
that's
take it
kind of
last.
yeah. Like there's
Yeah.
no. It's never bad.
Yeah.
Ever. But I'm actually considering. But yeah, I will. And we'll do this for the camera.
Sure,
So
fair enough.
like that.
Yep.
There you go. Okay. And obviously, I don't have to pay myself. So.
Yep.
Alyssa. Shrey nailed it. Yep.
Nailed what?
Has anybody actually played this other than the 3 of us? That is out there in chat. And I might have to zoom out as the game goes on because we're going to need room for these as they go out. Okay.
Yeah, needless to say, this played out quite differently than in our
Previous play.
previous
Yeah,
play.
That's good. Yeah.
Feeling very good about my chances of getting an extra privilege.
Checks out. Checks out. He says that because no.
Yeah.
And now your 5th one.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. You could
I
mess it
definitely could.
up. You could.
I mean, but he wouldn't use the privilege anyway.
well, you might because
He
when
could
he
have stuff in there,
produces,
yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
have any of y'all heard of this?
Unlikely.
Except. If I played Alhambra and Anno, does that count? I was so worried that y'all weren't gonna like this, and I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, that's the helper phase.
I was hoping you were not going to do that.
Oh.
It's not glory to Rome worthy, but
Okay, so we start here. I'll go ahead for the first round. I think we'll break this down. So here we go. Actually, and I will bring that out so y'all can see these.
May take both, but must
I
take
may.
one.
I'll go ahead and take the purple 2.
Okay.
So
Oops.
that is 1, and now
Yeah,
2, 3, 4. Those go into my hand. And now I must discard 1 if I use the privilege, 2 if I don't.
And let's face it, you're using the privilege.
And I'm allowed to have up to 10.
Right. So you may not use the privilege one. of
Right,
these
so
times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 currently. And then I will be down 8. Oh, so yeah, I definitely am not using it once.
Yep.
Looking at this and matching up the colors of things, I think I'm going to discard, and this is public info, so the discards are face up, so sometimes it will make sense to discard a 2 or a 3, but I'm going to discard the green.
Okay.
Done. That is, I did use the privilege on that.
Okay.
The next one.
Would you like this one or this one?
That one, definitely.
all right.
They're
Would you like them both?
identical. Yeah. Tempting. Actually, no. Okay. So now I take 3 more, and now those go back into my hand here, and then
Much better.
I discard
2 this time, probably.
2 if I want to, and I think I will.
Well, you can't keep 11, so.
5, right.
I mean,
so,
you could use the privilege
I-
and then discard another one.
right, I could. But
Because
I'm
you're
going to discard the
but-
2 red, so those go down, and that will come.
come back.
That will come home.
That it is an option. I'm just
Yeah.
That is. So there we go. So now I'm at 10.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I will take this one.
and 3 others.
And then I will replenish. I should have unsleeved it in hindsight, but whatever. All right, so that is here. And Ken's
I'm
going to
gonna
discard
discard
2.
two, 'cause
but
I
I'll
have
take a
to.
red one and 3 mystery meat.
1, 2, and 3, and there. And then that will technically doesn't come out until they're done, but I'm not too worried about it.
If I have 5 of a color, is it 20?
Yes.
I believe it's and more. Let me
it
see.
goes
It
up.
goes, yeah, et cetera. So yes, it is.
Tough decision. I think we'll do that.
Okay, the purple 3 came out. All right, so we are done with the money guild. So now the second guild is building buildings. So we'll go ahead and do this one at a time for the first round. So here we go. For one of Alyssa's builds, she does not have to follow the rule of sharing the color. So go ahead.
So I'm
Just put them in front of your area.
okay. So I'm
There you go.
paying 5
Okay, so it's a total of. Well,
and spending 4, but
okay. And both
I
of
did
those
not use
follow-
the privilege, so
So
this comes
that
home.
comes home. There you go. And
Oh,
now
sorry,
blue.
that should go in the
Sorry, wrong one. There we go. Bring that.
I'm going to pay 5,
That is your far left edge right now.
That's as far as I
Yeah.
can go.
and
so
I'm
just
going
slide 'em
to
over to me.
build this here and this here.
Okay, so that's a level 1, level 2, if you
So
will.
it's a total of 5, and there's 5.
Okay. Yep. All right. For yours truly, I will go ahead and build that and that here. So that was 2 basic buildings, so it's going to be a total of $4 I owe. And they can be any color that I wish. And
I sense a glory to Rome coming.
I don't know. We'll see.
if you do what I think you're going to do, then maybe. All right, I'm paying there 2 purples for a total of 5. All right, so that was here.
Yep.
And now,
I am not going to use the privilege.
okay, so you're just straight up.
I'm straight up buying this for 10.
Yep, glory to Rome. You are correct.
Just like he put down the same basics as me.
Well, the good news is you guys can fight.
We can.
We'll
all
get to
right.
see what happens when you bump stuff off ships. I'm very excited about that.
So that we'll see. It's gotta come out. So unfortunately, but now that was awesome, and by awesome I mean terrible. Hold on. Excuse me. All right. So that immediately refills, and we have some burr there. Okay.
You much rather make beer than
Well, all right. So there goes that idea. Now I don't have the privilege, so let me pivot. Oh, that sucks.
was okay. Let's get off my nose.
I mean, my 2 starting buildings were literally.
I should have looked at that and I didn't.
Well, you didn't know that. I guess you knew it after I played them, but.
Hold on, let me fix this a moment. Yeah, that is really dark tonight, but that'll work. Oh, that got bumped. There we go. Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
What are you thinking about over there?
I have pivoting and trying to figure out now where to pivot. So I only have one building left in my hand.
No privilege, so you got to just take what's
So I
up,
gotta
take what's out
choose
there.
one of these. Man,
I'm totally up for an auction. Let's see what we can get out there.
I'm looking at what's possible for me, like that I'm at least part of the way out there for. I really don't like. I mean, that at least takes one of my inputs.
Do you want me to tell
And-
you what I would like you to auction?
Yeah, sure. So that where does rope come from?
Flax.
Flax, right? So that I don't have flax. Flax is right
Flax is
here.
out there.
Okay. Ah, that hurt. Oh, right. So actually, that would
You got
actually.
it. Yeah, you're pretty close to the
but
production
candles
line
are
there.
such the cheap one, but that's actually tempting. So if I didn't take that, so I can't produce rope, but maybe. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, but the problem is I can't produce it. Can't produce the flax yet.
Well,
I
you
mean,
can for 2
you know.
work points, right?
Right.
Because
You can
the
always.
first one would end up here, and then you can pull it out for
Yeah.
flax.
There is that. Yeah, that's terrible.
That always feels good when you use 2/3 of your work points for the round to.
To get a basic good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's golly, that hurt me. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to use all 3 work points anyways. No, I guess I can. All 3 will end up there.
Well, wood doesn't go there. Oh, but you can do 2 of the same one, yeah.
So I think I'll put this up for auction for 1.
Yeah, that's worth 3.
Alyssa?
No, it's not worth 5. So, pass.
Yeah, I'll go 5.
Okay.
Because it was going to cost me 5 no matter what. So I don't mind that, but this allows me to pay with red instead of green.
Yeah.
So, and that goes into my hand. And this will immediately replenish, and we have some honey. I think it's wax, but whatever, it's honey.
Looks like honey to me.
It does. I mean, it's, yeah. All right, so that was here. Done. Ken?
Yeah.
No privilege.
Yeah, so talking through it a little bit. So, honey's really nice because you don't have to refine it. Right? So, like, all the stuff that uses it directly.
Yes.
So there's something really nice. I mean, getting it is good.
Right.
However, you guys both have played it.
Yep.
So that makes it a little less appealing. I have cows out.
Fact.
And meat is a really nice, cheap way to get points.
Yeah, it's not much. It's only 2 points, but that is the only, like, short finished good.
Right.
That it's a 2-step instead
Costs
of a 3-step.
2 work points for 2 points
Yeah.
is a decent bargain.
Yeah. And it does not, even though it's a finished good, it does not have a token.
Bonus
That's right.
points, right. Which, that's all these are. These range from 6
To 13,
to
I think.
13.
I think on the weapons.
The weapons, right.
Or 12.
Yeah. And it happens that I have the right color to buy the meat. It's going to create a little bit of a problem for me because my production line doesn't match it right now.
Yeah.
But I will just have to figure that out. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 5.
Cost 5. There we go. And they have to be blue or what color was it?
Blue or purple.
Blue or purple, and it was. So good. And we have a new one comes out. We have some iron or steel here, which comes from iron ore. So there we
Yep.
go. Okay. All right. All right. So now we go into work. So I will do this first. Technically, all of these should have a cube already on them, and in perpetuity, that is that. All right. Well, I have 3 points. And as it is, I'm already not going to get the privilege, so I might as well double produce one of them. And I will go ahead and double produce this as the privilege, so that becomes 2 honey. That's 1. That's 2. And I believe 3. You know what? Actually,
Because you can only have.
I think you can sell wood up to there. You can't buy wood, I believe is what it is.
Is it?
It's a cube that turns into. So what we're talking about, and I'll have to double check this, is right here. So what's going to happen to me is
You can only
this.
ever have 3.
I know, that's what, but,
Yeah.
so that will go there for no work points.
Right.
I now have 3 up here, which is going to help me for exchanging for this here, as well as for a work point, I now have that. Any of those that I wish.
Right.
Okay? And technically, that's there. And you cannot store work points, yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
So that's me, done.
So you basically
And
didn't use your privilege.
I really didn't, because I can use the wood. I'm fairly certain, but I'll double check it real quick.
It doesn't matter.
Even if
'cause-
you didn't, because
you
you would
can
just,
use
you're going to do what I would
unlimited
do.
number of grapes
1,
and honey.
2,
Oh,
3.
3, right. And that's actually a really good point that Alyssa
Yeah.
just said, because that immediately replenishes. That was 1, and then it replenishes. 2, you can do it multiple times, even
Yeah.
though you only have 1 of the building. So good call. Right. Okay. So that's Alyssa, and now
Ken's will be more
Go for
interesting
it.
here.
Yeah.
So I will do 1,
The-
2, and a point.
Yep.
And then this will go into hide.
Okay, turning this into hide, which is right here,
Yep.
and we'll just store that right there. That's
Yep.
fine. Okay.
And then, 3 to take a cube and down
Yeah,
there.
and that will go there. Okay. And boop. Nobody took the warehouse, and now Alyssa, you have 3 options: boom, boom, or turn order.
What are you thinking about doing here, Ken?
There's so many good options,
There
Alyssa. I think, a privilege would be really nice.
Yeah.
I would love to have a privilege. Turn order, whew.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Turn order would be nice too.
Well,
Also a work
I was
point.
going to take a work point, but I'm protecting myself here.
Yeah. I don't think that action is good enough for going second.
Right, but you would have jumped me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, if I take the work point,
going from third to first
is
yeah,
worth it, yeah.
it's worth it.
I
Third to second, maybe not.
think I'll
5th to 1st, probably
worth
is.
it,
Yeah.
I think I'll take a privilege.
Okay. And just put that up by your cubes. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Perfect. All right.
stays there. That changes.
Okay, so now, here, turn order changes immediately. I believe that. Hold on, let me double check order of operations on this. Final phase is. No, change it. Okay, hold on. Privilege, good. Then, no, turn order does not change yet. So technically, who has the fewest marker helpers out here? Blue and green. So blue would get 1.
We already
Yeah, we
Okay,
did.
and then green. But if
We
I'm
happen
just
to have
saying,
enough, but yeah, that makes sense.
Now that
Now
will come
turn order
back, and now
changes.
green. Right there you go.
Okay.
And now you get your
Now that
privilege
comes on.
back.
Right. Okay. All right, and we are now there. There we go. And no, buildings don't have to be in order a la furnace in this. So now, go ahead. I already hate my position. This is not great.
Actually, sorry.
All right, so you want to wipe some stuff, okay? Is that really the only thing that's used for? Oh my.
What's this?
Parchment. Parchment is literally only used for one thing.
For books.
Books.
Yeah. Wood has many uses,
Yeah.
but only parchment only has one use.
Yeah.
Barrels have a couple of different uses.
Okay, so
Wood's a direct input for tools.
Sugar's only got one use too, right?
or a flour.
Flour.
Yeah, to bake bread. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Wow. So if I have that and that seems a really long ways away for that one. Wow, that is really tough. Don't need to double produce that. That would allow me to do that. You know what? This seems probably crazy to do with my first one, but I really need to be able to do that and get cubes out of there. Okay?
Okay.
Funny thing is, I don't know if I need money cards.
no, it's having 10 to start last.
Yeah, that helps. Like I'm still at 6, and that's public info, so you can see the backs of them. So obviously they see I have a basic building, a mid-range building, and 6 money cards. I don't know that I need to. So if I don't need to, I definitely would like to, yeah, I think that becomes. So what I'm thinking here is by not going here, I have the potential to get shut out because you're limited to 4. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm deciding right there whether or not I need to go for money or not.
Yeah. And this is the nice thing about this is, like, if you do want to go there,
You've got to give him a money card.
or a point.
Well,
Right.
he has no points.
Oh, you don't
Well,
have
I
any
have
points,
to give
so-
you right. So
Yeah.
which defeats the whole purpose of the
Privilege.
privilege.
Yeah. But I mean, might be worth it just to get,
I mean,
Some
options.
stuff.
Sure, I hear
Yeah.
you. I hate being at the whim of Alyssa. This is worrisome.
well, I can't get shut out of there, so I gotta go there.
Yeah, this is
Very different on the second play.
in a good way, I think.
Absolutely. We're all thinking another layer deeper on the action choices.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty gross, actually. So I had to go here to be able to build that. I'm good with that. Okay, I see where that's going to get built. I mean, I clearly need to do some work.
Yeah, I think I had one season last game where I didn't produce and, like, regretted it the entire rest
Entire
of the
game.
game.
Yeah, right, yeah. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Or does it? Let me see.
Oh, I think it's great. Do it.
I don't think that's worth it. So I'm not going there. I'm not going here. So that leaves here, here, or there. That costs. I get, but it costs. I get, but it costs. And the problem, if I don't go here, is I'm only going to have one building to build. And that's inefficient. But paying a money card sucks.
Preach.
Getting an extra. No, I think this is more important, so I will. So now I have to pay a point or a money card.
Having no points, you choose to pay a money card.
Facts. Done.
Okay. And surprising,
That was an
perhaps.
excellent card.
You are
Surprising,
welcome.
perhaps no one. I will choose to work.
Okay. So blue, which do you want? The 3 or the 1?
I feel like the one's actually pretty good for me, but
Okay.
I feel like, it's
Passing a-
sort of silly
passing a
to
rare
not
three.
take a 3.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. You get those. That comes out. That's blue. Green?
And I'm throwing 1 away.
Yes.
If you-
or 2.
2, but
Oh yeah.
I think the privilege is.
all right,
Pretty good.
I will take
Yeah.
the blue 2 and
1, 2,
3
3.
mystery meat, and I have to get rid of 2 of them.
Yep. And that is here. Okay. You do have a privilege. Remember.
I do.
You only want to
that
discard
that
one.
is saved for future.
Okay.
use.
All right. So then, Ken. Those are your options.
What am I gonna do now?
1, 2, 3. Or you might take them both, actually.
You know what? I am gonna take them.
So I mean,
That's
there
a
you
good
go.
point.
There's 2. Now the question is, are you going to use one of your privileges?
I don't think so. I think there's too good of a chance of everybody using at least 1 privilege this time,
Okay.
and those were both
I
great.
still have to discard 2.
Okay.
Give me a
So-
second.
All right. So didn't use your privilege.
Oh wait, sorry. That's just math. 2 is
Oh,
better
yeah,
than 1.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. There. Okay. Now you took both of those, so those will come here, and there are 3 cards left, and we'll shuffle if need be. Okay. All right. So that is here, and now I'm going to go ahead and build, and I will break the rule. That one obviously does not break the rule,
Yep.
and this one will. And is that gonna mess it up? Yeah. Okay. Time to start zooming. Hold on. Going back. There we go. There we go. So I broke the rule here because obviously there's no green. And try and go like so. And that will put a cube. I am going to, that is a mid and a, so I owe 5 all day. And I will actually pay straight, well, 5 no matter how you cut it. Done. And I did use the privilege there. Green.
I'm spending 9 to build 2 buildings.
That is a level 3.
For
which
6.
costs- Yep.
And that is a level 2 for.
Checks out. Those go into discard. Okay, and that goes here. And both of those abide by the rules, so no privilege.
Yep.
And now green. You may.
I'd like to wipe the middle.
Okay, so here's how this works. 1, 2, 3, and technically those come into this.
Yep.
And then you choose which 2 come out, and then top or bottom of those. This may dictate whether or not I use the privilege on
Yeah.
that, right?
But she has used it, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
she
go ahead
has,
and
so
do
that is
Yeah.
definitely happening.
Unlucky.
And it's a very small board, by the way. Like, this is pretty tidy. This
Well,
gets a little bit big.
It
but-
is interesting. It kind of reminds you.
Put those
I
2
mean,
out
modern boards are so huge.
Oh,
And there's some
oh,
nice
yeah.
things about that because, like,
and those 3 on the bottom.
On
you
the
see all
bottom.
that lovely art and stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily need a big board to have like a
Big game.
big game.
I'll put
Yeah.
that one out for 2.
Oh,
Auction.
the barrel is coming out. Okay, so the auction is 2. A moment while I peruse. The barrel can be used for beer and for the keg. And that's it, right?
I believe that's beer and wine.
Beer and wine.
I'm gonna
Oh,
guess
yeah,
beer
because
and wine.
grapes. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Grapes.
You said the bid
2.
is 2? I will go. Oh, interesting. A moment. I will pass.
I'm pretty sure it's worth 5. I'll bid 5.
All right, pass.
All right. So, interesting to note, Alyssa used this, but didn't actually win it.
Yeah, unfortunate.
All right. So now, little parchment action. Okay. So, I could, if I wish, use the privilege. Oh. um. Oh, I have messed up. I realize. I'm gonna put this up for 1.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Now, here we go.
You're good.
The mayor bid 1, so I get this into my hand. Okay. Did not use the privilege.
You
That
did
will come home.
Still pay, though.
Huh?
You do have to pay.
Oh, I did not pay. I'm sorry. Any color. Does
No.
not matter. Ooh. Interesting.
Sweet.
Huh. Oh, this is harder than you realize. I will put this up for 2. This is okay. That's better. There we go.
I'm tempted, but I think I'll pass.
3.
I'll go 4. So Ken's out, so it's just me and Alyssa.
Go ahead, you can have it for 4.
So here was the problem. I realized that I have 2 up here,
Yeah.
and I couldn't afford to put up the stuff I really wanted
Sure.
because there was no way y'all were going to let me get it for like 2 or
Right.
4. And so I wanted to put maybe one of these up, and I was like, I can't. So I'm out of money cards now.
Yeah.
But
That's not a big deal in this game, though. You never need money.
ah, some grappa. All right, and that comes home. Whoo! Oh, that was so stressful. That was so stressful.
I'll put the honey up for 1.
This just in. I elect to not take part in this auction.
You can go against the mayor.
Okay.
Flip a 3, Edward.
I did.
God, that is so freaking lame.
So that is a 3. So now you have to up it, or
Would you like to pay 4 for that honey?
maybe 5.
Yeah, probably 5 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it.
Wow, well done, Mayor.
Figured I could have saved a little money since you guys both have honey already, but whatever.
Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right, yeah,
All right.
seriously.
Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth a glory to run of the game. That's hot garbage.
I did ask the deck nicely for the 3.
You did.
Yeah, because that's totally a thing.
Right.
I did ask nicely.
All right, do your work. Green. 3 work points.
All right, so 1,
Yes.
which is
So
a
that
trade.
became right. So that
became
became a wheat.
Wheat. Uh, 2, 3.
And then replenish both of those. All right, done. That's green. You chose not to do this?
It would allow you to put an extra cube out
Right.
at the expense of maybe
so
not getting a privilege at the end.
I'm probably not getting... Oh, no, there are 3. No.
Okay. All right, so now doing work for me.
Actually, yes, because I'm not getting the privilege anyway.
You don't think so?
Because I'm using this.
Oh. Fair enough. So 1 for the wood, 2 for the parchment. The parchment then will
sure.
go up here. So point for yellow. And then 3 to go there for the wood.
Yep.
Done.
So 1, 2, and a point, and that'll go.
Into the hides.
Yep.
So now if you do that again, you're bumping yourself out. and-
Right.
So I'm not
You
doing
lose a
that.
point,
So
right, yeah.
It's almost like I need to play a building next time that I can do something else. with
Weird.
cows.
I know. Same.
And so,
And replenish your cow.
yeah. Doodly doop doo. I think it's just a. I think
Yeah.
it's just a cube. Oops. Sorry.
Oh. Okay. There we go. Yep, you got it. All right, that's good. Oh, this hurts me. So if I do this,
You
I
do not-
don't get a privilege.
Correct.
But I think it's worth it.
Given you have no money cards, it's a pass otherwise.
I know that's the I've messed up. Remember when I said I don't think I need that? Whoops. So I will do this, costing myself the privilege.
Yep.
I will use one of these in lieu of the money card,
Yeah.
and this is going to effectively become a rope.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can put it there, huh?
Sure.
I will spend my privilege to turn this
Into a barrel.
into a barrel.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? In hindsight, I mean, it's worth a point out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And that actually kills one of the barrels, right?
Yeah,
The
it
top
does.
one.
So, yeah, right. Yeah, all right, done.
I'll just take first place. Yeah.
All right, so now
It's me.
blue is the only one that gets the
Yeah.
privilege, and then change turn order, and these come back.
Okie dokie.
Third round. Good Lord, I feel like I'm playing poorly.
Let's start there.
Yeah. Yep, there goes that.
Need some money.
I heard that. Overrated, I say.
And we get to build buildings in winter, but not purchase them.
Build, not purchase.
Right.
Correct.
Right, purchasing. That's interesting.
Huh. That's funny, Mur. Wow, that's a very long time ago. That's amazing. No, I'm okay with that. I have no idea. Go ahead, Mur, if you want to. I have no idea who that was. That's awesome.
What is it?
So, back in December of 2016, I bought Mur's copy of Craftsman for him to send it on to somebody
wow.
for a secret elephant.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, go ahead. Say who it is. All right. So,
No, it's me.
Okay,
It's me. Yeah, sorry, thinking.
You're fine.
So I
Processing.
forgot the whole thing about being able to build buildings in winter.
Yes.
So I'm locked and loaded on 4 buildings, and I don't need the extra building spot, which I was sort of thinking, oh, maybe I'll take the extra building spot, but I don't need it, actually.
God, I am playing so bad. Oh, okay. Eric grew. Cool. Nice.
So maybe... let's do this and see what happens.
So I'm going to have a total of 2 money cards. Am I right on that?
Do you have a privilege?
No.
Nope. So I'm going to have 2 money cards.
That's pretty good.
Oh my God. This is the worst year I have played. Oh, this is so bad.
I think we all understand how the game works a little bit more, which also means,
Roll a
We
little
can-
bit meaner
but it also means we can put ourselves into positions to
to hurt ourselves a little
a
bit.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yep. So
Wow.
that's back to me. I mean, I think working twice is probably a good idea.
I mean, for some people. I actually might not work.
Probably should get in on this.
Here's the problem. Fine. Oh, but it costs.
You got
I
a
have
point.
a
You got a point
point.
you can pay.
Oh, that is so gross.
It's only 1 point. It's never going to get cheaper than this.
So I can build next time. I should have done that. This should be there. I don't even, okay. 1. 1, 2, 3, and it's wasted. So I can get a point. Oh, and I can, well, I guess the third one could go there. But that is so bad. Is it worth it? That is the $1 million question. If I get that, it is. Oh, so many mistakes. But we're going into winter.
What's happening?
I'm going there.
Okay.
So Ken can't go here. Only Alyssa and I can.
Absolutely would if I could, though. I'll tell you that.
I
much.
reckon you would.
Yeah. So we've established I don't need to do this. I suppose it wouldn't be a terrible idea to do this, though.
Getting more buildings is never bad.
I mean, it absolutely can be bad. If you build buildings that you don't use, I think it's not great.
Well, yeah, I mean, but or like today is a do as I say, not as I do kind of day.
Fair
Hey
enough.
Tim.
Okay. So,
This is so bad. I have such a terrible production line. I have 5 basic buildings. You should never have that many. Ever.
You don't think so?
No.
I think
really
you usually end up needing about 5, right?
Well,
Because there's 7. There's 7 total basic goods.
I don't know which is more important.
Oh, this is so good.
I feel like what you should do with yours is just go there and take first and second place.
First, and a privilege.
That's right.
If I go here, then I can produce this again in winter. That's a lot of points, even. But I'm giving up a building opportunity because I only have one building in hand, which is not great.
Yep.
But I mean, if you build 2 of those, you put 1 in each spot, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing, right?
That's like
It's a lot of points.
5 extra points.
Yeah, it's a lot of
12
points.
extra
12.
points.
Potentially. Yeah, because nobody's getting a book
10,
or works.
10 extra points. It seems like 10 extra points is probably worth it.
It's probably
Wow.
worth.
Since you did that, that really hurt. I needed to be able to go there because I'm not going to have the money card to do that. Okay, well,
As I think we've established, money totally overrated in this game.
so many mistakes.
Watch how fast I use my privilege when we start here. By the way, like that's definitely happening.
So you can pass and not place a worker and you get a point.
Yeah,
I can't imagine it ever
I think.
being.
I mean, I think in the last round, maybe.
Taking the privilege, though, like early on, taking a privilege is worth more than a point.
I could also imagine in a 5-player
you don't
game,
get it yet.
Yeah.
there's some spots where you're like,
how many there were.
I can either get a point or spend some points.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
where
All right, we're done.
I believe we are done.
All right, so give me both those reds,
Okay, and then
and then we'll have to show
All right. let
that,
me shuffle.
and
All
then
right.
one more.
Yep. Okay.
And you're going to use your privilege?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to decide, but if this last card is really terrible, you could throw 2 away, I suppose,
I could, but
and
that
use the
seems
privilege
unlikely.
on the next route.
Or I could just do it both because I always start with 2.
Sure can.
So getting
Yeah,
up,
why wouldn't you?
getting
do
up to
that? Like,
getting up to
that's-
8 seems good. Maybe I can even sell 4 cards at winter.
Interesting idea.
How many do I owe you? 1. Okay, and now this is for. So discard 1, I assume. Okay,
Indeed.
and now how many of those do you
I will
want?
take both of those.
And there's 2 more. And then are you discarding 1 or 2?
I will discard 1.
Okay, so both of those went there. Threw away 3. Oh. Ken? Oh, this
Oh,
is
I can
me.
discard
You
from my
go.
hand, right?
Oh, this is me, huh? Yeah, oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking only the
Yep.
new ones.
I know.
Okay. I will take the red and 3 others. And now I have to discard 2 of them. Huh. That's so bad. So bad. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this game.
Let the record reflect that you won our first game of this.
I feel confident I'm not going to this one, all right?
So, do you have a privilege to use? You do not.
I do not.
Oh,
So I
sorry.
have to discard 2, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Is it insane?
On the bright side, I think you'll be getting a privilege at the end of this turn.
I like my chances of that. I will discard those. Done.
Okay. Get that back.
Oh, that is so bad.
I don't even need to think about this. I'm using my privilege. I'm going to take these 2.
So this, right?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
And I'll take 2 more from the top.
And then there's a blue 3 And a red one.
And I'll discard a blue 1.
Okay. And then Ken
Ken, build.
can build.
Okay, I'm not going to use my privilege here because I don't need it to do the thing I'm going to do, which is to build honey and meat for a total of 5, aka those 2 purple ones I just picked up.
Edward, would you like to build?
Yes?
Are you going to build?
I think I'm supposed to.
Yes.
But I mean, you might put him in a position where you can't buy the card.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
God.
That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, well, it 100% is a him problem. Glory to Rome to me for being a moron. And y'all have a handful of money cards.
Yeah, these are all money.
I mean, I've only got 6.
I have 8.
She's got more.
I don't think I'm going to be able to buy it.
Even 1, maybe?
Buy another basic.
Unless the mayor outbids you.
No, that I'm not worried about.
He's not going to buy another basic. He's already got the whole basic.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Get the whole...
Oh, boy. The fact that I don't have a privilege is killing me right now. So, here, you know what? I'm not... Okay. I can only build one of these. They're both basics. But if I do so, I got to pay for it. And I only have 2 money cards.
Yep.
So, I...
You elect not to. I mean, actions are like grow on trees in this game, so it's not a big deal to
Oh my God! I have never.
You get 68 actions in the game. Wasting one of them's not that big
not
a
that
deal.
big of a deal.
You get more than 16. Per
68.
round. Huh?
68, I said.
Oh yeah. Well, one of them. It's less than 2%. Whatever.
All right, so I will wipe the middle again. Or
All right.
I'll take the 2 middle
Right,
and...
so 1, 2, 3. So that is parchment and flour.
Will you control yourself?
And this happened.
Oh, did you want one of those?
I just don't understand with the wiping. Can't we just have nice things?
She might put the same ones up. I'm playing
Maybe.
so bad. I've never seen anyone not take the action. I would like to go back to what I said here and kick myself in the head. I would just like to point out how dumb that was. Oh.
Not loving that decision, huh?
Nah. Pivotal mistake. Oh, boy.
These are all bad. So these 3 can go to
Cool.
the bottom.
Okay.
Those 2.
Meat and parchment.
And I will...
You do not have to choose one of those that you wiped.
I don't. But... What's rope come from? Flax. I don't have flax. So I will just pay 5 for the parchment.
For the parchment, okay. Oh, please, please. I don't care what it is. I just don't care what it is. Be blue! Oh, thank God. I don't care what it is. I'm buying it.
It's like the one thing you don't make.
Huh?
It's like the one thing you don't make is
It's like the
cow.
one cat.
Here's the
He's got,
thing.
he's got cubes over here, though.
That's
so.
true.
I do. But not only that, but I knew there was no way I was going to get either of these for 5, right?
No,
And you know that no matter what I bid, 5's the most they could be. 6 theoretically
Yeah.
it could be, right? But I was like, I might as well go ahead and get some. That was so bad, so bad.
But at least you have lots of money left over now.
Yeah,
I think that's for you.
yeah. Oh, that is so bad.
What are you buying, Ken?
I will put up the grapes for 1 big money.
I elect to not take part.
I elect to not take part.
Okay.
And the mayor,
Mayor, come on, Mayor. 3 getting the 2.
No, you got
I actually
it.
I have to pay 2 anyway because
Yeah, but we would have had to pay 3.
it's true.
All right, and okay. All right. So now y'all do some work.
Do you want us to just do this simultaneous?
Go ahead
Sure.
at this point. I think so. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
1,
4
2 and a
points.
point. And then this goes down there.
4.
This is.
Did you give
what was it?
yourself a point, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. Meat goes there. You made
A barrel.
wine there.
Or yeah, wine.
And then I get a third, which I'll do
1.
there.
Okay, and then
Two.
replenish those two.
Right. And then
So that is that one.
So I'm done my 3.
then
and then this
1 and a point
Yep.
down there. 2, 3. We'll do the bigger one. Yep, and that's
Okay.
me done.
All right. Alyssa.
I'm using my privilege to buy the other barrel, which goes here.
I think I should have 1 more point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because you were at 5 before.
No,
I think.
this should
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
No, I was at 4 before the start, and I made
Oh, you made 3.
Yeah.
Done.
Yes. First place in a privilege or work point.
Okay, I'm going to get a privilege.
Yes.
So here, I'm just gonna because I'm a visual person. So
Yeah.
I'm going to get a privilege because I have none of those.
Yep.
The question is, do I get a work point out of that? Now I am going to be able to build. If I build this, that means I can ship that. But so we can build and work. So no, this will be another privilege. Because I don't see the value in a work point right now for me in my current situation. Okay, so that will come back. All right, I got the privilege. Now we change turn order.
Yep.
Take your workers back. Helpers,
Yep.
whatnot. All right, we're going into winter. Everybody does this
Yep.
in turn order technically. So I can build 2 if I wish. And
You have no cash to pay for.
I have no money to pay for it. Oh,
I spent 3 to build this one.
golly, I messed up so bad 2 turns ago.
You do what?
I spent 3 to build this one.
Okay. I'm going to spend 5 to build these 2. And I believe that gives me the production for wine.
Thank you, Mer. Say again. All right, show you. Okay, so hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, wait,
you don't
except
make
for wine. Except for wine.
Yeah, you actually have to build wine first.
Small detail,
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
Gosh, such a nitpicker.
All right, so
Yes, that's true.
Those of
I
you
can
that
actually build
can,
wine.
that,
All the things except wine.
and now we do 4.
Yep. So 3 production,
Oh, this is so bad.
1.
Yep, and that's 4 points.
So
2, 3, 4.
parchment, a point for
2,
yellow.
3.
Anybody? Point for yellow.
Hold
Gotcha.
on. You go first
I know I do.
because I made parchment, so I'm going to do this. Sorry.
Wow. And then 2, And then it doesn't matter because that's just going up there. Done. Done. And then
did you do your work?
Alyssa
I have
did-
not done my work
All right, do your work.
because it was important for me to wait. 1, 2 and a point.
I can't believe I messed that up. Oh.
And then,
Oh, this should go here, actually.
yeah, I was like, yeah, she should probably put it there. And then
Yeah. Where are the loans?
maybe, I don't know. Three? We'll call that good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So it's the end of the year, or end of the year, end of the round, whatnot. Okay. So first things that happen is ships leave from the harbor. All right. So the ships. Oops. A moment. There we go. All right. So we'll do it ship by ship. 4 points for blue, and they get that. 8 points for blue, and these come back.
Yep.
That's going to be 10 for green. That's going to be 2 for 10 for blue. 5 and 7, 12 for green. You know what you didn't hear?
Points for yellow. We're coming up though. Got a couple
You're
points
about to
coming
get
up
points
right
for
here.
yellow.
Y'all are hateful. Just saying.
2 points for yellow.
There you go.
So 2 for
2
yellow,
points for
2 for blue, 1
for
for green.
These come home.
Yep.
Refill with the.
With the regular ones.
Yep.
So these will go there. And then sets. So sets. So I have none.
I have 1 for 3.
Show your work.
Red, blue, green, purple.
Yep.
I have 1 as well. I have purple, blue, green, red.
Yep.
Do not. If I had a second red, I'd have a second set, but I don't.
Okay. Because the red doesn't count because it's.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then you can turn in 4 money cards.
I theoretically could. It's just whether I want to.
Yeah.
I think you should. Let's just see how it works in this game.
It's
Try it.
it's
Do
not,
it.
It's
Do it, Alyssa.
It's 9 points.
All the cool. So do it.
But I think we'll wait.
Oh, boo. Okay. I really want to see how this money strategy works.
I apologize to everybody for just colossally screwing that up. Because I'm pretty much out of it now.
It's a brand new year.
That's right.
But literally, that ship has sailed. All right, so here we go.
Don't worry, we'll be coming back to that side of the board soon. Then all our score markers will be down for you.
I'll remember that. I'll remember to twist the knife.
I guess I'm not.
I'm just saying
in
that
a-
somebody earlier today had a comment on the Cowboys
Sick.
on a stream, so. As soon as I showed up in chat.
That was 2 days ago.
Oh, that was 2 days
It was 2 days
It
ago.
was Tuesday.
Or no,
Yeah,
yesterday.
Monday. It was Monday,
yeah.
Where did you go? Oh, you went money. You went to buy buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, Murr is at 3,219 straight days.
That's a
playing
lot
board
of games.
I love that.
I do too. That's amazing.
That is a lot of games.
So I need to do that, and I need to do that, and I need to do that. I need
I
to
feel
do
like
that.
I play
So
a lot
have
of
all 4
games, but
No, sorry. Wait, which one's buy buildings? That
I'm
one.
lucky if I go like 4 straight days playing a game.
Yeah, if I get to 4, like when I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, I will often get a game
Yeah.
in every day.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, weekends.
Ken?
Yeah.
I'm just burnt after work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I better not pull an Edward.
Yeah, I don't do that. Ken?
Hey,
Wow, that was, I didn't realize. Have I played with 5? Yes. Took forever, but it's amazing. I agree. I honestly think 4 or 5 is like really where this shines the best, but especially at 5. But it does take a very long time.
I mean, it's a long game, period.
Yeah.
And it I think it probably scales pretty linearly. Like,
I mean, the turn order thing can get really good.
nasty.
Yeah.
Like, we go here with our last action. Like, I expect it's your first or
action,
second action.
right.
That could be, yeah, it can be, but you're also desperate for money.
Yeah.
It really does change the dynamic.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm not playing buildings this year.
We don't have the table space for to stream it at 5, but I want to play this at 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that'll have to be like a day when we kick off game day.
Yeah. And,
it'll
well,
be-
that is game day.
Yeah,
probably.
it'll be like a solid
yeah,
4.5, 5 hours,
Yeah.
I would guess.
But it's so good. It's so
Yeah.
much fun. All right.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. So, I got the important stuff. Probably want to build at some point.
I'm pretty sure, I think it's overrated.
I don't feel
People
like
say
I'm building this round.
Build me. That's a good, reasonable. I also feel like building with 1 is not great
Yeah.
if you can hold off.
So what is the priority? I definitely need. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing those. I think.
Just
where is
figuring it out.
Yeah, what's the right order? So are y'all gonna go crazy on the build? Because assuming, you know what? I have a privilege. That I think is the most important thing to do. Make sure I don't get shut out. But I also have to work, don't I? Oh God.
You don't have to.
In fact, if I want to go twice, you will not be.
Another overrated action in this game is doing work.
And you get 4 actions this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am not going to be able to work.
I don't know. We'll see if Alyssa wants
Well,
to dial in.
I don't know if I
thing
want to give
is-
Ken 2 points. I'm trying to decide if it's worth giving Ken 2 points to work twice.
That would be the lead.
It would. And, like, what am I doing with it? Like, because I can't finish goods yet,
Sure.
so I feel like this is better. I have to
Okay.
give you 2 points there,
Yep.
but
I don't
I
hate
think
it.
that's a better 2 points.
Even though I'm not doing work this season, does it make sense to be able to build? That way I don't have to pay the points. But but I need to be able to, no, I have to be able to build. Okay. I'll take the, you know what? I'll take them both.
Sure.
3 and 4, and I will go ahead and punt on those.
Okay.
And I'll take the red and give me 3 more. Oh wait, I only have to punt on 1 of those.
Correct.
Sorry. There you go. Good.
You good?
Yeah. So I should have a total of 6 after this,
Okay.
and I have
You
to
should
get
have 7 right now and then down to 1 after.
4. Yeah, that's good. All right.
I'm going to use a privilege here. Fail. I will take purple and 3
I have to
from the
get rid of
top.
1. I will get rid of that. Okay. And green.
Doo-doo-doo.
I will take red and 3 mystery meat.
1, 2, 3, and that. Okay. And are you you don't have it, so
I
you
have
got
to
to discard 2.
2.
Got you. All right. Building.
Build them up.
I don't think I'm using a privilege for this. So, yeah, in fact, I'm not. So that'll come home. Scoot this over. And you know what? We get the idea. We know how much these are.
Sure.
So I'm just going to
Fine.
separate
Fine.
them that way. There. And there. That is a 2. That's a level 1 and a level 2. That's going to be a total of 5.
5 money.
And then Ken, what building would you like to? Well, would you like to use your privilege?
A moment. That will be pay.
Go advanced for sure.
Okay.
Question is whether I want to use my privilege or not.
Advance. So these. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Okay. So advance 1, 2, 3, and those 2. What do y'all think of the game? For those of y'all that haven't played.
And we'll just keep these 2 same amazing ones that we had originally.
Okay.
And we'll put those 3 back on top.
Okay.
That was an
Okay.
effective use of a privilege.
Yep, it was great. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Okay. So what one are you purchasing or putting up for auction?
I guess beer.
Buying it or auctioning?
No, I'll auction it. We'll go,
Minimum bid is 1.
yeah, we'll start at 5.
Okay.
it. 10.
I elect to not take part in this auction. By the way, it has to be on the honor system. You can't bid what you can't do.
Of course,
Right?
yeah.
So just to be clear.
I will bid 11.
Yours.
Okay.
This is yours for 11 of any color. That looks
10,
like,
11.
yep, checks out. Here we go. And have some burr. And we get to
Nice.
find out what he put on top. Some shirt.
Oh,
Little
shirts.
shirt action.
All right, I will use my privilege and burn through. Yep.
Of course.
Did you just call me a horse?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Of course.
That'll just stay right here. Oh, hold on. I actually have choices.
I don't like to hear that.
Which color do I like?
There's 2 barrels?
There's 2 barrels. You know where the other one's going?
Yeah, let me get
I already
this
have a
ready.
barrel. I'm not
That
worried
can
about
go
barrels.
in the slot there.
Okay.
And then these, all 3 can go in the bottom.
Okay. Oh, and you purchased that
And I
one.
purchased this.
Okay.
So you're purchasing a barrel for...
Was that this one?
Green 5. Yeah,
Okay.
5.
There we go. All right. Green. Hold on.
Wait, and does that finish your production? Oh, yeah.
I have to build it
yet.
first.
Yeah, right.
That'll
She
be
does.
next. That'll be next round. But
So
it does
now,
finish.
Alyssa, you cannot use a privilege.
I cannot.
So, would you like to do something with something of those?
No, she did that already.
No, she did
I had
that.
2. I had 2
That one, and
things
she had a
there.
Oh, you
second
had
one.
2
yes,
things.
she did.
Clever like that.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's simplistic, Tyler. That's pretty cool. That's a good story, Mur.
Honey and rope. I have the honey. I do not have the rope. The rope's there, but I don't have the flax. That's a long way to candles.
It's 5 to buy it outright, assuming
I'll
that's
just,
what you're.
I'll
okay.
just buy the rope.
And it's purple. All right.
Okay, that
Okay.
works. I hope I didn't mess you up that time. I did not try to.
The rope was absolutely going to be what I'm buying, but it's not. Oh, it was one of the options. So to be clear,
You got privileges over there.
I do. Oh, no, I'm not wiping it. So I'm
Okay.
not using it. So that. I will just straight up. How many money cards do y'all have?
2.
3.
So the most you could bid is 10. The most you could bid is 6, I guess, theoretically.
That's right.
Realistically, it's 5. And what are the odds that all of those are the same color? I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, we're far enough into the game that the answer is reasonably high. Because you're trying to keep sets.
Well, let me look. Don't need there. The question is, it is a non-trivial question that I have for this, is can I get away with a bid of 5 for that? I mean, that's key. I have to be able to build that. Have to. I cannot stress that enough.
I heard have to.
Yeah, but the problem is, I can pay for it outright at
That
10.
doesn't sound like a problem.
Oh, God. And the way it looks, I'm probably going to go second next round.
Second is definitely one place that you could go.
I don't think I'm going to go third, but if I do, I do, so be it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to put it up for auction for 5.
Wait, do you guys actually have 2 3s, or were you just playing and fake considering?
I do have 2 3s.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
But it turns out that I need money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass.
Yeah. This cash is for these, so you may have that for 5.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. We're going to bid for 3 cards.
Yes.
Oh, right.
There's 1. That's 2.
You are good.
No, not
No,
necessarily.
Oh,
it's
no.
a blue or a green.
Nope. So that's 6.
You must at least 7.
Bid 7.
Yeah.
It saved me a card. So I'm just going to go ahead. Here is the thing. I could bid 10,
Yeah, sure.
but it's all of my money cards.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and it
obviously...
even matched all the colors.
And it did. Yeah, that was intentional, what I kept,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get that card.
yeah.
But I was like, I can run the risk, so I saved a card out of this. I was hoping to save 2 of it, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saved... So...
You saved a 1. Because you got a bid 7.
Right. So I will go ahead and save the red. There we go. And I will get that. Thanks, Mayor. All right. Y'all do your worst. 4 points each of building.
1 and a point.
1 point.
2, 3 and a point. 4. And that's 1.
Hold on. What are these?
3.
They're both meat. You put them on one on each
Point.
ship that takes meat. Yeah.
Did you get your point?
Not yet.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so you're both done.
Well, I haven't done my second round.
Okay, go ahead.
So 1 and a point. Two, 3 and a point.
I should still have one here. I don't know why it came out. Take one from there.
And then I will
I
use.
can't build it.
You know how I had a privilege here? I will use that privilege and do the.
Okay.
I could have done that at any point.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so it's my turn. I once again am an idiot because I'm thinking about the rope that I need for that, but I don't build it yet. Didn't I mention the order of operations?
You said some stuff about some stuff. I didn't understand about the operations part.
Doesn't make sense. Oh, that is so bad.
Ken, what would you like?
What would I like? I would like to go first.
Oh, and hold on. When I bought that candle, weapons came out.
Okay.
They were a pain last time. So much.
I see what
Yeah.
you did there.
I mean, they were great points.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to get there.
Yeah.
Work point you took?
Yeah.
Okay, so fewest is green.
Yep.
Get a privilege. Take your helpers back. And then there. That'll go there. And we are here.
Looks right.
Blue, you're up. Okay, so there's that. I must build. Do I care about the building
Yes.
rule break? Well, the
The
rule
rule breaker.
breaker.
Oh.
That's actually what I'm wondering. I do not.
That's fair, Bill.
It is pretty important to work. I can't get shut out.
I promise you were going to. Got to catch up on the working.
Need to do this.
I absolutely have to build.
Let's do it.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Yeah.
Where'd you go? Oh.
Oh, it's me, right?
It's you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I could make a case for 3 spots. So I am building. Just that. Oh, God, that's so stupid. Working twice. Need to be able to do that for sure. I can build, but I wouldn't purchase a building. So that ensures that I can at least do that once. Need to be able to do that twice, maybe 3 times. 3 times would be good. So, but if I can't get that, wow, bad. Has to go back.
Where'd you go?
All right, money cards, blue. And then all of those.
2, 3,
And give me your discards.
We'll do that one.
Or discard singular, I guess. A moment, let me just organize them.
Yep.
Interesting that people like Bill just said just sold it recently. Like I'm surprised. Like I wonder. I mean, I suppose there's ways to look on BGG to see how often people are logging their plays of
Right.
this, but I imagine this one's just not hitting the table terribly often for folks. It is. I mean, this is old school. Like you make a mistake, like you're. Just,
Yeah.
Like me not going for that money on that turn, overlooking that, mistakes have been made. But I like that. I should
Yep.
be punished for it.
Yeah, I mean, you had 6
blue?
cards, so it's easy to say,
Yeah.
I feel good about it, but you just can't.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and take them both.
And there's 4. And then, are you discarding just one?
Yep.
Okay.
That really changed the texture of my hand a lot.
I might as well take the green, both of them. And I could... I think I use... don't think I am there. I'm not there. I'm already good there. So I could use a privilege for this to just keep one. Or discard one, or I discard both of these. Let me think here for a second. So here, I'm taking those, and then these will come out for green. I'm just debating whether or not, do I use the privilege? No, I'm not using the privilege. Done. Okay.
3, please.
Okay. Are you using your privilege?
No.
Okay. So those will come back. There we go. All right. Blue build.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how. I think I'm going to spend that 5 money and do this.
I'm building that, and that is going to cost.
Oh
me
wait, it's not
6.
5 money. It's 8 money because that's a finished good, right?
That's
Yeah.
6.
6, 8.
Yeah, so
that's
there's my
5.
6.
That's 8.
That's a medium good. That's also a medium good, so that's 6. There's my 6.
Okay.
Okay, and I paid for mine, so that is. Did anybody use the
no.
rule breaker?
Did you use your...
No, I
Yeah, these are both good.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. What do you want?
Might as well use my privilege since
Yeah.
since I'm already not going to get it at the end. I will. Yeah.
Where do you want these?
Right. That one's going to go in,
AKA, he's buying that one.
and I mean everybody likes honey. Let's put honey in there. we can put these at the bottom.
Okay. And you're purchasing this, or
Yeah, I
auction?
believe we'll just go ahead and spend 3 on it.
Okay. And have some moo cow. So that was here, done, and now doing some work. I'm not doing the privilege for any of mine.
Okay.
All right, so I'm doing 8 work.
So one can be to bring that over, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, over to as any of the goods that's
Yep.
not...
So 1 for wheat.
What?
I just need a blue cube. 1.
Well, oh, we're doing a simultaneous.
Yeah, I
Okay,
figured.
I got you. Okay, you're
1,
fine. Okay. So that's
2,
1,
3 and a point.
1,
2,
1 point.
4, 3 points. Oh, I meant to be at the bottom there.
3,
Yeah,
4 more points.
and that was
And that's...
4 points all day for me on that.
oh wow, did I mess this up? 3 and a point.
Rude.
You have to
Point.
pay a card for that or something?
To bribe the, oh yeah, let me see, to bump that off. That might be the case, because if so, then I am really screwed. You have to discard a money card. Huh. I am in such bad shape. This is embarrassing. So I have
it
done.
really is all down to just that one round where you didn't
That
take
one
money.
round where you didn't take money cards.
Yeah.
It's been behind the eight ball ever since.
I can't do. I put 2 here to do work. And here's I literally can't do work. I've broken my game.
I mean, you could like put stuff in here.
I did.
No, I meant.
Oh, I hear you. I did 1 there, right?
Yeah.
I did 2 to make honey.
Yep.
And let's see, I could do 3
And a point.
and a point. Yeah. That's 3. And then 4.
Yep.
And then I can do 1 and a point.
Do I get something for that getting bumped out, or is it only
No.
when people buy it?
Only when people buy it. That's 1. Nope. Oh, that's so bad.
I mean, you could refill the market.
2, 3, and that's it. The 4th one's wasted.
Ooh. That's tough.
It's so bad. Because I was going to be able to take over a ship, I
You use
thought.
your privilege for this, right?
Oh,
I did
good
not.
God, that's so ugly. All right, green. And use your privilege.
Oh, and I actually have wine now
Yeah.
Show your work.
because I built. Let's see here. Wine requires honey, grapes, and a barrel. So I produce honey,
From the basic. Yep.
grapes, and a barrel, which requires wood, which is there.
There you go. Yep. Checks out. So flip it over.
Sure.
There you go. And that's going to be 7 points at the end of the game.
Yep.
I will go ahead and use a privilege to take that and turn it into a rope.
Seems wise.
Done. And now here, Alyssa.
Going first, one assumes.
No.
Well, those were. I mean, work points are super valuable. Hard to argue.
Theoretically. Alyssa and I get a privilege. I'm just saying. This is the worst I've ever played a game in my life. All right, so those come back. Clear those.
Yep.
And now we go here. Order stays the same. Go.
God, I'm so addicted to money. I just can't stop. I cannot stop.
I have to go there.
I mean, I feel like I have to do it again. I think I have to.
Yeah, that's so gross. I don't care at this point. At least I'll be able to make 2 candles
There's that.
come winter.
Candles in winter are good. You probably sell them for a premium.
People do like a good candle.
Scented.
Problem. I hate you all. This is so sketch. In theory.
That is correct. So, don't need to do this probably. No, definitely. Can't do this. Can't do this. Could get another building, I guess. I mean, I already feel like I kind of overbuilt. I don't know. Um,
Oh, sorry. I suspect you're not going to go there.
even if he does, it's not like it's a different action for you if you have to go third, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I think I have to go here. So this will be
Unbelievable.
2 points.
That's gross. Just
Blue.
what she needs, more points. Blue.
I need the charity points just to stay even with you.
Okay. I'll take both of these and 2 more. And we'll discard that one.
So privilege used.
Oh, for sure.
And now do it again.
100% of the time. I think we'll keep... I think we're going to keep both, actually, weirdly enough.
Using privilege again.
Yeah. So I got to throw 1 total card away.
I will keep the red. And I will use a privilege to discard 1. Melissa,
We'll take the purple and 3.
privilege or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that's here. Skip it. Green.
Let's burn through some basic buildings.
Sure, sure.
So that's here.
This can go to the bottom. That can go there, and we'll auction that. And I will bid 1.
Pass.
I don't really want that one. I'll pass as well. Let's see what the mayor thinks.
Oh yeah, right.
Mayor thinks you got to pay at least 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worth it at twice the price.
I do not
All right,
to just
so-
put that down though.
There. We're gonna go fishing in this deck. Mid-range.
Tell me something good.
All right. That on top. That on top. And that on top. Screw you. Okay.
Okay.
So the order of these, I want. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's like maybe an auction for the old rope.
I don't know if I want to auction it.
Okay, well, buy it then. I'm in favor.
I'll go and put this up actually for 8.
Pass.
Pass.
Here's 8.
Sweet.
I desperately needed that so bad.
You have no cards, right?
Right? Why?
No money cards. Well, just because you're not going to be able to produce meat again.
Oh, I'm not trying to produce meat
Okay.
right
just
now. But yeah, yeah,
So these are both used, right?
yeah.
Yes. Many wonders.
Oh, so bad.
Many wonders.
It's
in the deck.
Sharp, sharp edges on the
Sharp edges on this one. One massive mistake.
Yep.
I'm sure there have been little ones here or there, but that was a significant.
Yeah, I feel like me taking this threw you off for a little bit, but then just not taking money one round. It's like
I guess since I have ore in theory, I should get steel. I'll put it up for 1.
I would like to point out the minimum bid that you're going to have to pay for that is 3.
Because
The mayor is going to bid 2 cards.
so I'm passing.
I'm passing.
all right.
So here we go. There's 1.
Three,
There's 3,
so
so you
you're
got to
gonna
bid
bid
4.
4. Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
That was here, and
Next
another one.
Oh, they just keep getting better and better.
Yeah. Thanks, Tyler. No.
I mean, I guess.
I promise you're not going to have to wait for my decisions going forward. I'm not going to slow the game down.
Yeah.
I guess we'll put up. We'll put up the parchment. No, other one. No, yeah. Which,
Yeah, parchment. You're right. That's linen,
cloth
I
or
think.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll bid 4.
I already have parchment, so as much as I'd like to make him pay more than that. Blue.
That's 3. It's yours for 4.
Okay.
That's gross. Although he paid 5 both times anyway, so.
You did, so at least there's that. Hold on. You did not use those, so those come out.
Correct.
All right. Do your work for work. Hey, looky here. 1. 3 points for yellow.
Ding 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 ding.
1,
Boom.
2, 3.
Hold on. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, probably better on the other.
Oh,
side.
wait. Hold on. I got that. I'll
you can just
decide
wait.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4. And then me again.
2.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I still can't do it.
Walk up to 7.1 better. Seems more important than the 2.1.
So I've done 2.
And I did not use my privilege on either. Did I want to?
3.
I just want to note that privilege use right now is even.
Yeah, so I don't think I do. Because it wouldn't get me any more points,
Yeah.
I don't think.
All right, so are you waiting on me as well?
Yeah, you're gonna do your thing. So
Okay. So
for where that goes, and I got to figure out a 4th to do.
I'm going to do 1, 2 and a point. 3 from my cube.
Sorry.
Cube.
Oh.
And 4 and 3 points. And there's a beer. And we'll put it in the far column.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will go there. I think What do you produce final good wise? Just the beer.
Just the beer.
Can I? Yeah, I will actually be able to. So that's actually worth 2 more points, so it makes more sense. But I'm giving green. No, I'm not giving green anything
points,
by that,
yeah.
so I might as well go there. Okay, and I waste the 4th one.
It's the same number. I think it's the same number of points for you either way.
It's 5 for second.
Yeah, except you're not second.
I will be.
Oh, you're gonna go again.
Yeah. I'll
Got
have
it.
another,
Well, there's
so-
winter.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, plus there's this. So here, that goes there. So
Yep.
then this will go there, and
That becomes a rope.
there, and that was here. And then I'm now at 3, so I'm not going to get the privilege. Nah, we're going first.
Okay.
Cool.
So you each get a privilege.
Cool. Take it.
Oh, sorry.
And then you're first.
I am, but
It
so
is
for
winter
building,
first, though. So we can just build, right?
Yeah. So I'm actually going to use a privilege now and spend.
I have no money. I can't build. To build my rope. Oh,
Yeah, I'll build
so many mistakes.
5 worth.
I think it was worse than my Age of Steam game the other day.
Like this.
A few weeks back, a couple months back,
Okay.
where I just
Yeah.
completely was out of it.
Yeah.
Apparently here.
So
I think you get a pass with the
using a privilege.
5-hour Mr. President stream
Yeah.
earlier.
Might have been mentally taxed. Are we good if I just start going this way?
Yeah. Hold on. There you go. Do it.
Yeah, spent a privilege to do this.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
this
Yeah,
works
to break
from
the
that.
rule, and
Yeah.
now it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're done building. Do
And
your work.
Work.
Here.
And now you got to go first.
1. 2. 'That's it. That's all I can do. That's.
You can put a cube in at the very
Oh, I
least.
actually can. So here, 3. It doesn't matter which one it is.
Yeah.
That's so bad. Is that the one post heavy cut? Maybe. Maybe, Tyler.
Man, what do I do here? I think 1, 2, and a point for sure. Probably put a cube in 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go ahead and make a hide for another point.
Done?
Yep.
All right, green.
I think the right answer is 1, 2,
And a point.
3, 4,
Use a work point.
Yep.
5.
4 points. And that's it, right?
That's it.
All right, so ship sail. So we'll do it by player color. So it's first, second, and third on this ship.
Yep.
So that's going to be a total of 8 and 5. That's 13 whole points. All right, green is getting 15 and 25 and 7, 32.
Yikes.
32
That's
to
too many.
78 and 50.
Yep.
I've officially been lapped. That is 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 8, 16.
No, 2, 4, 10. Yeah.
Oh, you were first.
Yeah.
Apologies. 10 and 8, 18.
18. Yep.
18. 18 and 8 is 26, and 3 is 29.
29 and 47 sounds like 26.
And also been lapped. Okay, so that's here. How many sets do you have? Do I have any?
2 sets
Two
for
purples. I only have one blue. It's only one set. So 1, 2, 3 for me.
And 6 for blue to 32. And how many do I have? I have a ton of purple. I have a ton of red.
You don't have any green.
I still have no green, so I have no sets. Wow, this is bad. 2 points for yellow, 1 for each of y'all.
Those come home.
Yep. And then did anybody have any money cards they want to turn in? There we go. That's 3, 6. That'd be
10
10 points.
me. Probably a stupid idea.
But just wanted to see
just
how it
wanted to
worked.
do it.
All right. It's the first time I've seen it done. All right.
I feel like that's a round 3 thing. If you have the cards left over
I
in
don't
round
know.
3, then great.
But how are you going to have the cards left over in round 3? That's when you need all the money, right?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
I think we've seen that you kind of needed round 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, and 2, and yeah, right. All right, round 3. Here we go. So. It's the whole reason I went first. I must build. I must work.
Oh, I so wish I had a money card here. But I think it's probably still worth it.
3 points.
Yeah.
It's a 6-point
6 points
swing.
is what we actually really want.
Yeah. Because a money card or 3 points. Whew. Wow.
Yeah.
Really needed to go
So
there.
that 10 points, maybe not so great.
Yeah, maybe not so much because that yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. That was
it's
blue,
me.
green. You're up. Okay. I must build. Right. You still have none of these?
What do you want from me, man? Oh, no, I do have beer. Sorry. I when I did this,
I was
got
gonna
beer.
say. I
Yeah.
thought I figured you would flip
Yeah.
it over. There you go. I'm about to have candles. Pretty excited.
Candles.
Pretty excited about that. Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh. I am not sure what to do at this point.
You could always eat it.
Just take 2 points.
There's an idea.
Oh, 2. Oh, wow, yeah. Maybe not 2. I mean, work points, if nothing else.
Am I really going to do that, though? Am I really going to do that? Yeah, I think I am. I hope it works out.
Okay.
May waste it, but we'll see.
So if I build this, give me 1 second. That's 1, 2, that's 3. That's 4. So if I did that, then I still could. There. Okay, done.
But in order to use this, I got to have a money card.
Or a privilege in that,
Yeah.
in a cube here.
You're going to have
Just
money
saying.
cards.
I'm just taking care of this.
I am.
I'm just getting a head
I am
start
gonna
on
have a
this.
money card. I think this
And
is
then I'm
actually
gonna have to
right.
discard 1. And I will discard that one. I have to shuffle, so that's one. Okay.
Cool.
Did you do both or just one?
Huh?
Both your turns or just one?
Just one so far. Figure it wasn't going to impact y'all in the least.
Yeah.
Since that was booked up anyways.
It does actually kind of make sense to. I don't know if it makes sense to sleeve these cards.
No, but
it-
the money
it
cards
does
it
probably
does
make sense
because
to sleeve the money cards. You shuffle the
these
crap
so
out of
much.
those, yeah.
Right, yeah. These I don't think should have been in hindsight, but all right. I will take the blue and 3 others. there, there, there. That's here. I will discard one. Blue.
All right, I don't even have to think about it. I'm using my privilege. I don't even know what's in there. I'll take the blue and 3 more, and then we'll just
Melissa.
discard
Purple and 3 more.
that one.
And there. And that's privilege. That's here. Okay. I still have to discard one. That is.
So you use your privilege.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that. I need to build.
What'd you like to build?
I do have to break the rule.
Okay.
So I'll put it right there. That's fine. That is a medium. Do I even bother? Yeah, I might as well. Because I have to build a, yeah, screw it. And not break the rule on that.
I'll get you this.
So that'll be, that's 5. I will pay that. So that's here. And there. Okay. Yay! All right. Cool.
Well done.
All right, green.
Yeah, so let's burn through the advanced deck.
All right, so using your privilege.
Those can go in the bottom. And then we'll pay 3 purples to take that.
Hey, look, it's a keg. Or a cask, I guess.
So it is.
So you did, and then green?
Yeah.
Can use a privilege if you so choose.
I'm not going to. I will auction the flax for 3.
Pass.
No.
Just didn't have the right color. It couldn't beat me.
I know.
Oh, I guess you still have to discard it.
Yeah.
Fair.
That comes home. Green. Do this in order.
Yeah. We have 5
Actually,
now.
you and you can go ahead.
I mean,
and you both can do
I have
yours.
5 that, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for 4 points.
5 points. You keep forgetting
Oh, I
that.
keep forgetting that one. Yeah, 5 points and barrel.
Go ahead. You didn't double produce.
I did not.
All right. I think I will. I don't
Okay.
see a reason why I wouldn't because I'm still in line for the privilege. So, 1 and a point.
Where?
Let's go on the price here. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to go double produce 2,
Okay.
3 and a point.
Where?
Less expensive ship. 4, 5 and a point.
Here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then my second one, I will take that one over there for a point.
No, for an
Or
action.
for, yeah.
Yeah. And then for a second point and score 3. Put the beer out. More expensive ship. That's 2, 3, 4 and a point.
And that's it. That's. Oh no, you got.
5. Yeah.
All right. So I have 5. 1, 2 and a point. 3 and 3 more points. That'll go there. That's 3. 4 and a point.
Ugh, so rude.
And the 5th, we'll go there. Done. So that's here. Yeah, I mean, I'm already losing it, so I might as well. So that'll stay there. This comes back and becomes a rope. We'll
Yep.
go there. So that comes off.
Yep.
Done. And then y'all do your stuff.
Taking first place, and then I think privilege or work point is a really hard call. I'll take a privilege.
And so blue is green and blue, you each get a privilege. Wait,
Thank you.
blue went first, so I stay second. There you go. Take your workers. Okay. And is this really only the second season?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I did not stop needing money since the last time we got here.
Hold on, let me check. Nope. Okay.
Let's do this, I think.
Card.
There you go. That's you.
Hey, I'll take it.
That's worth it to me.
It's worth 2.5 money.
Wasn't gonna get 2 of those anyways, so that's green. Oh, blue. Oh, Jesus. Have your 3 points. 1, 2. Ding. 3. I don't think it makes sense for me. I need that and that. And I already wouldn't get that. So it doesn't make sense. Because I need way too much stuff. This is a drastically different game.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. A moment. There. Back to blue.
What is gonna happen? God, there's still another season left. That's so crazy.
I know, that's why I was like, wait, isn't this? Nope. Mm.
Um.
That's it. Blue.
And 3, please. Thank you.
Using your privilege.
Boy, that's interesting.
I am you taking both of those.
Yeah, I will. I will use my privilege. I'll keep it up there.
There, a moment. I will discard that one. So. And me. I will take both of those. And I'll figure that out in a minute.
You need one more? Or you got it?
No, I got 3.
Okay, let me see.
You're not sure yet? But
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
used a privilege.
Okay.
Let me see. There. And then I have to discard 1 or 2 of these. One. All right. Done.
Building.
Yep. You got a second row you can do if you need. Okay. Yep, legit. And that's going to be
8.
Okay.
I think, right?
And
Advanced
you-
into...
6 and a...
Didn't break the rule.
Nope.
And you have red now, right?
I do not have red yet, because I don't make wheat.
You don't make wheat.
Nope.
Okay. Seems like an issue you can rectify.
It does.
That's why I was gonna. I was dumb. I'm an idiot. That's okay.
I am
Add to it. This.
not going to use a privilege. I'm just going to spend 10 on the wine, please.
Okay. Got some books.
I will auction the wheat for 2.
Pass.
Pass.
Checks out.
Oh, phew. Last money card would have been problematic.
That would have been funny.
That would definitely
so
have been a glory room.
was.
Yeah, we've done R2. And I didn't use
You
my
didn't
privilege
use
yet.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't have a privilege. So does this even make sense for me to try and do? I can get leather here. It's a... Oh. Maybe that does make sense. How many money cards do y'all have?
4.
0.
I'll put this up for 5.
10.
That backfired.
Oh, phew. For a second, I thought I built those in the wrong order, but I did not.
You got it.
Oh, wait.
That's 10.
That's 1 too many.
Yeah.
So I will do...
I was going to say, it's probably
That.
4 cards is what
Yeah.
I was assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue, produce.
Blue build.
What's the new card there?
Oh, sorry.
Just out of curiosity.
More weapons.
Perfect. Just what I was hoping for.
That's nice.
It's actually changed quite a bit. The fact that we didn't start with the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
totally. Yeah.
massive difference.
Yes, it is.
Because
So-
it gives you something to work toward if you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
So you
work
want,
points.
you want me to work first?
Yep.
I will take my privilege here.
So it's double moo cow.
Yep. So we're going to 1, 2 and a point.
You have it. No, you don't bump me. You're bumping.
Yeah,
you can't bump
you
yourself.
cannot produce... You can,
Oh,
you,
brutal. Well, in that case, I'll take my money back.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is you can only bump the leftmost, and you're not allowed to bump your own. So
Yeah.
that's stuck for you.
yeah, he cannot produce meat.
Well, I mean, I can. I just bump my own stuff out.
No, you're
No,
not
you
allowed to.
cannot.
You literally cannot.
You are not producing meat
I cannot.
correct.
the rest of this game.
Unless Edward bumps you off.
Well, he probably bumped me there first, I would
That
assume.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll do double here, right? And go
Yep.
1, 2, 3 and a point,
Okay.
4 and 3 points.
Where's
Put the
that going?
beer
Beer.
here.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
And then 5 would be... Yeah. No, because, yeah, there we go. 5.
Okay. I am going 1 and a point, 3 points, sorry.
Yep.
That's 1. Two, 3 and a point. Hold on. Because it's whoever's furthest to the left. So, yeah,
Now I can bump you, though.
you can.
Okay.
Is it? No, I think it makes more sense to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So hold on. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5 to there.
And a point.
And a point.
So to 30.
Done.
All right.
And did not.
I'm just running the same engine as before.
Yeah, so 5.
So 5 points.
Yep.
And
Yep. And blue.
All right, I'm going to take a privilege here. So I'm going to go 1 and a point to place that up there.
That is here.
Yep.
Okay.
2 double production on wood. 3 and a point. 4 and 3 points.
point, 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know. They're both pretty good. Yeah. And then 5.
And that was a privilege, so there.
Wait, I think this is actually here too, in case you ever give me the opportunity to do it.
Fair enough. I'll go first.
I'll go second. Yeah, work point's pretty good.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you would do if I didn't go second, so
I would have gone second.
yeah, okay.
Green gets a privilege.
Yep.
And there.
Yep.
And then take your workers. Penultimate or last full
Last full round. Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
I have to build this. It's literally all I need.
Do you think getting money is a good idea?
Okay, now a moment.
Oh my god, is it me?
Yes.
Sorry.
going first. I don't know if that's what I wanted to do in hindsight, but that's all right. It worked out. It'll be fine. Hey, money! I like that. Okay. Yep. So.
Work point?
Mm-hmm.
You've mapped your work points a little better than I have, I think.
I need. We're going to be able to do that. I don't need that. I don't care. I think I'll go there. I don't think that's worth it.
Oh, I still have more actions, right?
Yeah, 2 more, in fact.
Maybe this is the point of the game. I mean, I'm not doing this, because I think I'm going to wait on the build. I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that. And if I'm not doing this, then why would I do that?
And if you have the buildings that, by the way, are these paid?
They must be.
Okay.
They must be.
Okay.
They're certainly not in my hand.
Okay.
I guess that's probably valuable for some reason that I haven't figured out yet.
That is.
That's building, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
If I were...
Hold on. I don't. Wait a minute. Sorry. They don't need the building because of that. That it. Yeah. We're still gonna get work point there. So if I'm not, give me a second. Sorry. So if I'm not building it this turn, I build it next turn. Then I think this makes more sense. What?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Done.
And then you're still going there? Or do you want to?
Oh, no. That was my last action.
Yeah, I've still got
Oh, okay.
one more.
I put it here and I was like, wait, I'll
Okay.
change it to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a good night's sleep. My brain is fried today.
Yeah. Nobody told you Mr. President was real time.
Seriously. Oh my God.
Okay, here we are, taking a point.
Take it.
It's a maximum of 1 point, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you keep a 5 back or 1
Yeah.
back. You
Yeah.
get 1 point. Yeah. Melissa?
Like, this doesn't seem right. And this is just me spending money cards I don't want to spend. So, and no.
I can't do that, right?
Why not?
You're allowed 4 per guild.
So I could do that.
Yeah.
You could. 2 per player, 4 per guild in a 3-player game.
Yeah. I think that's the right thing to do.
All right. I'll take the red.
And 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Taking the green 3. Seems like a good idea.
Okay, a moment.
And certainly using the privilege.
Okay. Keeping that.
And having to return that.
Return 1 of these. So there.
And then
there.
using my privilege again.
It can be paid in anything to build it.
That.
Right. So that
And-
is there.
I
Okay.
need a shuffle
Okay.
and then 2 more cards.
Okay.
Get a lot of work points over there.
Yeah. Gonna have 2 more.
No, you're not. You're gonna have 1 more.
No, I get to pick
Oh,
twice.
that's gross. Oh, that's gross. Oh, so that was wasted.
Yeah, because you probably. Oh yeah. I mean, you could take first to protect it, but I don't know why you want to go first. You want to go last in the winter.
I really do. Okay, you said 2 more?
Yeah.
Alyssa, what do you want?
No, I don't care.
His card.
I'll take the blue one.
And no privilege?
I don't know yet. Do I care? I really don't.
So it looks like a privilege. Okay.
Actually, no, I don't care. I need to spend $2 on that. Done.
Okay. Done.
And that gets me bread, I believe.
Show your work.
Because I make grapes.
You were just missing grain.
And I produce grain into flour, which is bread.
Yep.
Okay, yep. All right. Do work. So I do it first. This is 10. Okay. One. Two and 3 points.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I got it.
Three, 4, 5, and done with that one. Did not use the privilege. 1 and 3 points. Curious. So what? Oh, but I'm not building it, so I don't get that now, which means I might not. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, am I? Nope, I messed that up.
You'll be able to build it in winter.
It doesn't matter that I can build it, because I was thinking that,
Oh.
but I can't, because it's not there. So I've done 1. I don't think it really matters at this point then. So 2 and a point. Oh, 1 more point. I forgot about this one. Sorry. 3, 4 and a point. 5, but I got no place for the candle, so it doesn't make sense, and doing the meat doesn't make sense. Done. That's
Okay.
it.
And you did not double produce anything?
All right. So 1, 2 and a point. 3 and 3 points. Final beer. 4.
Oh, you didn't produce it, so not a point.
Right. So I don't need that. 5 and a point.
What is that?
It's a hide.
Oh, I did produce wheat. It was all over here. Oh, well.
All right, so that was here, or
Yeah, it was me.
okay.
I'm just running my same thing.
So 5 points.
5
4 to 1.
To 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
That it?
Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah, that hurt. Okay. I choose not to use it.
What? Could at least be.
Well, I mean, I'll get a privilege,
Yeah.
fine, but it's moot. It's,
Yeah, I'll
I mean, you
say.
could double produce with the privilege. In winter.
It's moot though. You don't want to go first?
I assume I can't choose to go third.
You may not, sir.
Alyssa gets a privilege that she doesn't care about.
Not in. Well, I might want to double produce.
All right, here we go. Build. The question is, does it even make sense for me to build?
That's 10 for 9.
Does it make sense to build? Because if I can't, okay, how can I get the leather? I can't get this in this round, correct? Like I can't get the leather.
No.
So it makes no sense to build it.
I mean, unless it's got. It's
No.
going to complete a set for you.
No. Because I don't have the leather. So no, I'm not going to build. I'm an idiot. In other news. Okay, so I got 5 points
What about 5 points?
of,
Oh, 5 work
Work.
points. Yeah.
I don't think, because if I were to do ham, or they're not ham, but steak, and bump you here, you're going to bump me.
What is this? What can I possibly do with this?
Nothing.
You can double produce.
Oh, I can double
You don't, right.
produce. Right, which it probably is meaningless, but okay, yes.
Okay, so I guess I do this. So 1, 2, and a point. If I grunt once, will you pretty please? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So that's 2. Rope doesn't, I mean, I guess it gives me a point, but
Hey, Lincoln. What do you think about this game? It's
he
pretty
thinks
good,
his
right?
dad plays like an idiot. 3,
Hi.
4, and a point. And doesn't, and here, 5. Make me feel better about it. Done.
So it's me.
How'd you produce that rope? It didn't have anywhere to go.
Sure it did. Right here, I push my own off.
Oh,
That
yes, you can
can't do.
push your own off, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the ships.
What's that?
The ships you can't produce, push your own off,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing you can.
All right, so
Hey, at least I'm on all 4 ships. I can say that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on very many ships, so
1 and a point.
I'm a little concerned, but we'll see.
I
2,
just want to hit a 50.
3,
Just got to hit
4 and 4
I'll hit
points.
50, so.
and a buck for the ferryman.
For leather?
No,
Or wait, what is this?
The back side of that wine.
Oh, here?
Yeah. And then, did I get 4 points or?
No.
I haven't
Okay.
moved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Ooh, that was big.
It's
I'll
all
just take 5 and a point. Bump myself out
For where?
for parchment.
Okay. Oh. All right.
All right.
Melissa. Who has 11
11
work points.
A lot of work points
a lot,
left.
a lot of work points. I just give me a minute here,
Okay.
because I need to make sure I do this right. So this is 1, 2 and a point.
I'll count. You count points. I'll count
Yeah.
actions.
3, 4 and 3 points. Yeah.
By the way, so she has 5, and then those make for 11 for everybody.
Yep.
2 people still watching.
So I've used 4.
Yep.
So I'll use my 5. So that's 9 points. Another 5 points.
Oh, so that's 9.
9 actions.
Right, you have 2 left.
And 5 more points, right?
And 5 more points.
And so you have 3 left. 3 points left, right?
2.
2. Okay. Wait, so okay, I see. Yeah. All right.
What makes sense? I can do...
Wheat
I
to
could-
that,
I
to
could
do
do
that,
wheat.
and that kicks, and that'll get you 2 points total.
Right. I think that's probably...
I mean, or a barrel, but whatever. It's 6 of one,
Yeah.
a dozen of the
So
other.
I'll do that for another point.
I got you.
Point. Gotcha.
Yep. All right. So now ship sail. I'll do this. We'll do it ship by ship.
Ship
I
by
think
ship is
so.
better.
That is going to be 10, 14 for blue,
37.
2 for yellow.
Yep.
This is going to be 15 for green
Yep.
and 11 for yellow. This is gross. 8 for blue and 6 for yellow. I just like being able to call my own name for a little bit. So the majority is going to go to blue.
Yep.
So 8, 13, 20 for blue. 9 and 5 is 14 for green. 8 and 3, 11 for yellow. Sets. Still 0.
Stop it.
1.
I've never got a
I have
green.
3.
I have 2 sets.
All right, so 9 here, 24, and there.
And 3 points for yellow.
Yep,
And 2 points for blue.
and 1 for green. 10 for yellow.
11.
10 for yellow. 11.
And then these points.
14 for green.
To 41,
to 11.
61. Yep.
6 for blue.
7 for yellow. All right, so Ken wins.
Yes, at 100.
193 to
161.
161 to thank you for playing. We don't need to talk about
Okay.
Okay, we don't have to talk
it.
about
We
it.
really don't. That was bad. All right. First off, again, I screwed up, and I feel like I threw things out of whack a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
Because of that one mistake. And so I feel like the 3 player is a little delicate in that regard, apparently.
Yeah.
I think this game's going to always be that way, though.
If
If you have one player who's just sucking, it's going to change the dynamics for the other players.
Yeah, all right, that's fair, sure, yeah.
Even in a 5-player, I think that's
Right.
how it's going to go. So,
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
my bad about the
No, I mean, it
disparity in
happens.
points. But
It.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. I didn't think it was that bad a decision when you made it. It was,
same. I was like, let's see how this low money strategy goes. And it does not
Well,
go
it wasn't a low money strategy. He had 6 cards in hand.
right.
I think I just maybe didn't.
Overspent
but
a
I
little,
think-
I didn't
overspent a little
see.
bit. Yeah.
I didn't see the cascade that was
You,
coming.
got, you ended up auctioning, I think, in that round. And spending 4 cards when I think you expected to spend 3, and it just kind of unraveled on you.
Yeah.
So okay, outside of my piss poor play, what do you all think of the game?
I thought it was great when we first played it.
Yeah.
I think it's better now.
Yeah, this is really good.
There's
I would love to play
so
this 5.
much here.
Yeah.
What? Talk about it. Go. This warms the cockles of my heart because this was when we look back at 2013, like there was Madeira, there was this. I want to say it was 3 Kingdoms Redux. That might have been 2014, but there were some really good Euros that came out that year. Really good.
So, this, I think can feel automatic,
Yeah.
but that's groupthink on our part,
Yeah.
right? Like, the minute somebody starts monopolizing these, it will not seem so obvious to go money all the time.
What do you mean by monopolizing them?
I think these privileges are super powerful. Probably more powerful than I've been giving them credit for. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of rounds where I was like, I'm just going to go on those. And that was great because then people ended up paying me points in money. and I got to do cool stuff sometimes. I mean, it's a big deal to like be able to take the privileged spots. Obviously, money matters a lot.
Yeah.
I got a little gun shy, obviously.
Yeah.
In that.
But I will say, I did, if you weren't able to build this, the score is a whole lot closer.
Yes, that's right.
And just the fact that it came out was unfortunate.
Oh, the wine.
The wine,
cast,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's like a 25-point swing, and
Yeah.
so I don't win, but it's closer.
Right.
And I decided pretty early on that I just wasn't going to care about first player, and you guys could get all the money cards you wanted, and I was like, I will get 3 cards, and I will either build or I will buy cards, and I will do them every other turn.
Yep. And that worked pretty well.
And it worked pretty well. Like, you don't need to go first. Like,
I was just so.
you were in such a bad spot that you needed money. Like, you needed 2 or 3 turns in a row where you had to take,
Right.
6 cards just to catch up.
I'm excited to see that it's viable to go a different way.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I don't think I think I went first once the entire game, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I decided I was going to try to get all 6 of these.
And you did.
I did, and I was like, and I'm going to sit there and hold them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to make it. Going last, I get 11 work points in winter, and see if I can.
Well,
swing.
I think you ended up having like a really efficient production line because you have fewer cards than I have, but you're building more finished products better.
Right.
I do think meat is really like if you can get it out early, it's great.
Meat's pretty nice. It is. I mean, it is.
It's a majority swinger type thing, right? For the
Yeah.
ships.
Well, it's 8
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
It's basically 8 points. It's like 24 points if you get it out early. It's
Yep.
basically 24 points.
Oh, because 4 and 4.
And if it
you
gets
can
you,
do
if it
right,
gets you into
for every-
majorities,
yeah.
And you're also scoring a point whenever you make it.
Right.
So it's pretty
So,
good.
yeah.
It's pretty good. It's not.
24 and 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
So meat
Whereas
is great.
like the wine, once I got it going, was getting me more than that, but it's a lot harder to get it going.
yeah.
right.
So, but like Ken said, there's just so much like these 2 being out of order is like you really have to plan. And
Meaning
Yeah.
the building,
The building.
buying the buildings and building the buildings. Right. Yeah.
and the limited work, like in Furnace you get to do everything.
Right.
Here you get to move 5 cubes, and so you're really, or 4 cubes or 3 cubes early on, so you really got to think. Like, I mean, I could easily produce bread and barrels,
In perpetuity,
in perpetuity.
if you had.
I
right.
literally had the entire chain, but I
Yep.
don't have that many action points,
Right.
Yeah.
and so
Well, I think also, like, when we played the first time, we really stayed out of each other's way. And everybody had their own...
Independent. Like we
Independent
had very
thing.
little crossover.
And I think almost all of these were taken at the end.
yeah, all of those. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Bonus tokens.
the thing that we gave everybody an advance card to start,
Right, and
which
they were all different.
Essentially set us up to stay out of each other's way.
But,
because
I mean,
because
the advance cards do have the little houses on them, though.
But those are just top of the deck.
so you're going to see the top 8.
I see.
You're going
In
to see
some order.
you're going to see the all 8.
Well,
In one-
maybe unless somebody shuffles them to the bottom of the deck. But
Yeah, okay.
But the
Sure,
top
yeah.
8 are all 8 finished goods, and then the bottom 8 are the same finished goods in the other 2 colors.
Okay.
So it's like you have to work through the deck to be able to do what he did and get into the same finished good as somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
But
we did.
us starting with one and saying, okay, I targeted weapons, and I forget what you guys had, but it's like it gives you a goal to say, okay, this is what I need to build towards.
Right.
Yeah, it's also a big economy booster because these are expensive.
Right.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
So and I think it's probably better to try to horn in on other people's monopolies than to just stake out your own space.
At this player count, I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, and at the higher player counts, you have no choice. Probably no such thing as a monopoly.
Maybe not a monopoly, but you don't want a lot of people go. Like you want.
Well, you can't
Yeah.
though, right? There's only 2 of each
Right.
card.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Fair. Right.
So of the advanced goods, I think
Right.
there's 3 or 4 of the other ones, but of
Right.
the advanced good, there's a one of each color. 2
So
cards.
the only downside to the 5-player is you want to make sure that people have at least some experience with the game. Like I wouldn't want to throw them to the wolves.
Right.
Right, like if
5-player with 2 new players or 1 new player, that
That'd
would
be
just
tough.
be
That'd be tough.
would
yeah,
be
even with having 2 plays of it, like I feel like it'd be
Big
pretty rough to
advantage.
yeah,
Big
it would be a
advantage.
big advantage for me over somebody that never looked at this before.
theoretically, it would be an advantage for me too, but we'll see. But yeah, I would love to try this again. Like I haven't played it at 4 or 5 in forever. Literally, like upwards of 7, 8 years probably. But I know we did a podcast about this a long, long time ago. I think it was Tony and I, and this really hit hard for us in a good way.
Yeah.
When it first came out and we first tried it, and it's real. I'm gonna say this: it's a bummer that Krzysztof has like gone away from bigger games to go into more designing smaller games.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would like to see him try and design some other bigger games.
Yeah.
And he was so excited that he was like, "You understand? You get it. You get like the whole, intentionally doing this to try and."
Yeah.
Stretch your brain out for the
some
strategic
planning,
stuff.
yeah.
And so I would love to see what else he could come up with big game wise.
I mean, this game is long,
It is.
but I do think it warrants its length. Like
It does not outstay its welcome.
I don't know how you could really make it that much shorter.
No, because 3 rounds is still I mean, this is just spitballing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you take one of these out in the final round,
Or
but
something
that's
like
it.
that, yeah.
Right, like that's the only thing I could see. Like I can't see, like everything here is integral.
Yeah. And I mean, I hear you, like that would speed things up, but
Right.
I think it actually feels good to run a real engine at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's kind of nice to have the longer.
Normally, yes, I
Yeah.
would agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it overstayed for me, but that was a me fault, and I'm fine with that. Normally, I'm the one who's wanting to break this out. So,
Yeah.
I think it fits.
And I don't think it would stop you from wanting to play again.
No,
You just,
it doesn't.
It's
No.
going to stop you from going down to 0 money cards again.
Yeah, let's try and avoid doing that.
Yeah.
I think so. So, yeah.
I really wanted to see what the playing cards from points thing was like, and it wasn't crippling. I did it in the 2nd and 3rd year.
Yeah. I wonder if I should have done it in this.
I mean,
Some of it's down to luck. Like, I was able to play.
I was planning on it, and
Yeah.
then I ended up when you outbid me for the 10. That cost me I had to go back in to get.
And it's
to do
so interesting. Like, so that card, if I'd been able to play it, would have got me books because I
Right.
have the rest of the.
Right.
But not buying it, let me get this. So, it probably worked out in the end.
Right. So overall, want to play it some more?
Yeah, I'd love to try to higher player counts too.
Yeah, I'd love to play this at 4 or 5. I think it'd
cool.
be brutal. I think, and then we'll have to see, right? Because that may start to stretch to the point where it's overstaying.
Because it does get pretty. I mean, it's pretty much
this
4
was-
hours. It's
this
about
was-
45 hours or 45 minutes a player.
Right. This is about 3 hours.
I think this was actually a faster play for us than the last time.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, because last time it took us an hour to get going with
It was
the
a bit of
rules.
a stumble through.
Right.
Yeah.
To relearn it and everything else. So.
But yeah, no, I would definitely enjoy this at 4. Maybe 5 again. I don't know how it does with length, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, with Euros, there's usually something that I can say. Well, I don't see why they did this, but I don't have anything to say like that about like everything is just so well done in this.
I would like to see it redone.
Yeah.
Like I think this would have a market, especially in today's thing. Just maybe change the money cards, but that's a graphic design issue. You change a money card to where it's not red and green, and change the different symbols so that it can be player blind, colorblind
Right.
friendly.
I think
Yeah, just
considering when it was made, the graphic design's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Like I mean,
But
again,
you can imagine
a
more modern approach improving things for sure.
Agreed.
Right,
Yeah.
Stars and diamonds or whatever.
Right,
for
whatever.
different
right.
suits.
Yeah, I
whatever.
mean, you
Yeah.
use card suits, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go. That is Craftsman. Big thanks to y'all for doing this. Certainly
thank you.
appreciate this.
Great.
Thanks to y'all for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumb, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Consider supporting the show. Patreon.com/HCHQ. Get you benefits like seeing the Mr. President streams. That's like, I don't know, 8-9 hours the last 2 days of that before we actually go live in a few weeks with it. That's a big game.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's a big game. But anyway, you get perks for being a patron and all that stuff. So consider it, Slack channel and all that stuff. I will. What is today? Today is
Tuesday.
I got more Mr. President stuff I'm doing behind the scenes. I might be doing an Ask the Elephant later on this week, but outside of that, that's it for public facing on the show. Probably some more patron stuff. But that's a wrap. I'll see you all next week. I'm Edward.
Ken,
Alyssa,
Y'all have a good night. Take care. Thanks for the whooping, y'all.
this game is
this is good.
really good.
That
good.
warms the cockles of my heart so much.
Yeah, Mr. President was impressive today. Played one quarter
1/16 of the game.
In how long?
in 4 hours.
4 hours. 1/16 of the game. 4 hours.
One quarter.